Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? All right. I think we're live. So just gonna check the audio real quick. Okay. Perfect. So, welcome to the channel's first stream. So pretty much in this stream, we're just gonna be checking out the Dragon's Dogma 2's character creators. So I'm gonna treat it as a sort of first impressions for the character creator. We're gonna be creating a bunch of characters, but the main priorities are going to be my initial characters from Dragon's Dogma 1, so the Arisen from that game, and then my pawn at Alaya. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna dive straight into it, and hopefully the character creator doesn't disappoint. Just for reference, I'm gonna put this up here. No, not that one. I'm gonna put this right here just so you can see what my previous character looks like, and then we'll try to recreate him in Dragon's Dogma 2. So one thing is that he's not actually gonna look exactly the same because I wanted to see what sort of freedom in terms of creating we have in this version of the game. So we're gonna be experimenting a little bit, but at the end it'll probably look around the same. Hey guys, sorry, just seeing the comments. I'm not used to streaming, so I see the chat late. It doesn't save for one thing, really. Well, it doesn't matter, at least we get to check it out, right? So yeah, so is it better customization? It's a lot better. Like if you just look on Reddit, you're gonna see that a lot of people are creating characters that actually looks one-to-one the same as in real life counterparts. So we're gonna try to do that here. Okay, so first let's go and check out the presets because I haven't actually seen sort of like what the capabilities of this character creator is for myself. I've just seen the post on Reddit. So if we look at a couple of examples here, we're gonna see the new race. So this is the new Beastmen race that was introduced to Dragon's Dogma 2. It actually looks pretty cool. I haven't edited any of the graphical settings, so I hope it looks all right on the stream. But look at that. Look at the hair on that man. Damn, very nice. Hello, it's better unless you enjoy being a hobbit. Oh yeah, that's one thing I heard. You can't create like very short characters anymore. I think the limit was 160 centimeters for the smallest one. Probably this is a good example. And we can't really create like golems anymore, or even like dwarves, maybe taller dwarves, but that's it. So these are the presets, but we're actually going to create a new one from scratch. So. Okay, choose a race body type in base head to determine the character's basic appearance. You will then be able to make further edits by selecting customize. Once finalized, the Arisen's race cannot be changed. So that's pretty much Arisen's race cannot be changed. Okay, so that's understandable. I was thinking of the first game because in the first game we had a character editor that can be used at any time once you beat the game, once you're in New Game Plus. So we'll start with the male Arisen first, right? So we'll select male. We'll select body type. So this character that I made was actually pretty tall. So we're gonna go for, I guess the tallest one should be this one for body type. And then base head. Adjust the face to suit your liking by making selections over 3 stages. You will then be able to use the head you have chosen as a base for further customization. Okay. Can't create a pawn built for throwing 0 out of 10. Unfortunately, we can't eat smaller pawns anymore. Hopefully somebody recreates Rook just so we can like do the age-old tradition of throwing him off a cliff the first 5 minutes of the game. So I think for this character, he looks pretty basic, so we're gonna, I guess, look for the most common looking face in terms of preset, and then we'll go with that. So right off the bat, the first thing that I notice is that there's a lot more options in Dragon's Dogma 2's creator for not just body type, but just the presets of the head. And they all actually look pretty good. Like, look at this. Look at the graphics. Look at Morgan Freeman, man. Damn. This reminds me of one post that I saw of Bobby Kotick from the ex-CEO of Blizzard, and I think they were using this same exact preset. But yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. Hopefully we can actually like make this work. Yeah, it does look very human-like. It's getting to the point where it's slowly starting to get past the uncanny valley. Like, look at this, dude. This might be, I guess, the most basic looking preset that we can use, and then I'll just go change up the hair, change up the face shape. But look at that. This one doesn't look as good, but, you know, that's Savan. Okay, so we'll start with this, maybe this one, actually. No, these dudes' eyes looks easier to customize, so we'll go with this for now. And then these, I guess, are the same. Wait, so once you click on this, there's variations of I guess a similar face type. Look at this elf dude. Damn, this character creator looks really good. Look at Leon over here. Let's check out some of the other ones first before we commit. No, this dude looks a little bit too young. Nope. Wrong one. Okay, so this one actually looks decent. Even the elderly ones look like someone's grandma rather than whatever old people usually look like in games. That's true. Especially like this one. This one looks really good. Like, even his wrinkles doesn't look like they're textured, they just look built in. Except maybe if you look at it like sideways. No, even then, like, you can see the shadows on the wrinkles. Looks really good. Okay, so we'll go with this first. And then I guess we'll go for maybe this facial type. He doesn't quite look the same as my old Arisen, but I bet we can make him look the same. I guess we'll go with this one. Oh, we can even like further refine it a little bit to get it closer to what we're looking for. Let me check the other one. Yeah, actually this might work. We'll try to go with this. Okay, so we've got body, head, upper body, lower body. So we'll start with the face first before we mess around with the body type. So hairstyle, let's go with bald first, just so we can focus on creating the face. Head size, that's too small. That's too big. Let's start with the actual face first. So skin color should be a little bit darker. And if you guys don't know, I'm actually colorblind, so it's a little bit hard for me to select the skin color because I'm not sure if it's like sometimes I'm selecting greenish or reddish. So I'm just gonna go with a skin color that looks like he's you know, he's an adventurer, he works outside. So let's go for maybe something like this or this, maybe this. And then what is this? I don't want to mess around with the colors too much. I feel like the picture of your old character is kind of blocking some of the settings, by the way. My bad. I'm gonna move that. So let's put you, how about this? I'll make you a little bit more smaller, but it still should be like visible, right? And then that looks all right. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, perfect. So I don't want to mess again. I don't want to mess too much with the colors just because I don't want to mess it up. Look at that. Look at the facial graphics, like way zoomed in. Like you can see the pores. You can see the fresh shave. This is gonna be a difficult character creator to use just because of how complex it looks. Yes, he even has facial hair. So wrinkles, right? So I don't really see the wrinkles popping in and out. So we'll keep this in the middle for now. Skin sheen. Maybe this is, yeah, so this is like shininess, like sweatiness. So let's focus on the eyes first. So my character, so the old one, he has a little bit like smaller eyes, like thinner eyes, but it's not exactly Asian. So we'll first try to make this eye less round. So let's do that. So eye size, a little bit smaller. Eye width, a little bit larger, or a little bit wider. Eye angle should be pointing like this. Eye height, I don't really want to mess with that at this moment just because it's easy to mess up. Look at his guts. You can squint individual eyes. Look at that. This is actually how my eye looks in real life. Like a little bit like that. Okay, so size, maybe a little bit larger. Now, how do I make this like a little bit thinner, like in terms of like the vertical size of it? Maybe if I squint both of the eyes a little bit, like 52 on both. Yeah, no, that works, right? I think that works. He does look a little bit bored or high, though. Maybe the eye is a little bit too high, so we'll lower this a little bit. Increase the size a little bit more. Wait till you see the mouth settings. Hello, Yorquago. Oh my god, you're here in my stream. I always see him like up on Twitch, like he's always live. I'm gonna get to the mouth settings in a little bit. I'm scared of doing the mouth settings just because again they're easy to mess up. It's making it look different, but I think it's close. We should probably change the eye color, right? Just so I can see, you know, what it actually looks like. So brown, dark brown. What color was my old character's eyes look like? Can't really see. Maybe this. I've been a fan for a while now. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've been a fan of yours for a while too as well. This is what scares me, right? So I'm not good with colors. So this is very like it's hard for me to see the changes. So iris primary color, iris secondary color. Let's just make everything dark for now. And then we'll see how it looks like. So is this black? That kind of looks like he's about to murder somebody. Maybe something like this. Close as well. That's difficult. Yeah. They did not make it easy for me. Iris tertiary color. So this one I actually do want to make a little bit brighter just so he has like some life in his eyes. This one looks cool. Looks a bit anime. But, you know, let's go for something a little more realistic. So this should be red, right? So this is red. This should be the browns, I think. So we'll go with this. So something like that. And then what is this? This should be the whites around the eye. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Gold. Some Tokyo Ghoul action. We're not gonna go for unrealistic character creation because I do actually want to be immersed once I do play the game. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it, or how to make the biggest impact, just to make it a lot closer to our original character. So eye style. So if I change this, what is this? Oh, this changes like the pupils. So there's a bunch of different styles too, or maybe like just 3. But it's kind of hard to see the difference just makes it lighter, I guess. Maybe we'll go with this one. You can edit each eye separately too, which is very, very good. Yeah, it does have a lot of customization. We were going through all like the body presets earlier and the head presets, and we were able to see just how much or just how different the variations are with you know, with the type of people that you can create. And this one is like the most basic looking dude out of the whole preset, and we just went with him just because I want to have a solid canvas. But yeah, this is looking decent. We'll edit it a little bit more once we fix some parts, some other parts of the head and the face, and then we'll slowly like go through each of them just to make it a little bit closer. Was the old Dragon's Dogma like really different from now? It's actually the opposite. The old Dragon's Dogma was very, very different, or is very, very different to Dragon's Dogma 2. What they did was that they recreated the old game, or like they took the very, very core of that game and just expanded upon it and made it bigger. They made the whole map bigger. They added new, you know, bunch new enemies, bunch new classes and stuff like that. Basically what people were wanting from Dragon's Dogma 1, that's what they did with Dragon's Dogma 2, which I'm really happy about as a fan of the first game, especially if you've seen me or if you found me through that game. Like, I spent a lot of hours in that game in a very short period of time. So we've got the eyes down. The next thing I want to focus on is the nose, just because it's right there front and center, and I want to make sure we get it right, or we get it as close as possible, just so we can see like what the overall look of the face is going to be. So first thing is the bridge of the nose needs to be a little bit smaller. Bridge height, this should be this, right? Yeah, so a little bit lower. Bridge bump, no, he doesn't have a broken nose. Bridge bump upper. This is the first time that I'm seeing it. This is the first time that I ever saw in a character creator where you can edit like individual parts of the bridge of the nose. Usually it's just one bridge that you can edit, but here you can edit like the upper half and the lower half, and then of course there's the nostrils too. So we'll deal with the nostrils. So this should be seen from the front. Nostril height. We don't want him to look like a witch. No, so width should be seen from the front. Nostril height. This is a little bit hard because if usually if you get this wrong, they tend to look weird or off. So this is what I was looking for earlier. We don't want him to look like a witch, and then we want to tip it a little bit upwards just to make it look like an average nose. There you go. He's looking like an anime character. I can already imagine the mouth settings. Yeah, the mouth settings is gonna be difficult. If it's difficult, I'm not gonna mess with it too much, but we'll see when we get to there, or when we get to that. Tip sharpness, shouldn't be too sharp, right? Oh, maybe, yeah, something like that. Okay, so next, I want to edit the head shape. Oh my god, look at that. We should have started with the head shape first. It's gonna be so hard. Oh no, but I guess this base one is the closest one to what we're going for. I did see your DD video first. The only thing I'm hoping for is some role dynamicism, as in finish a slay goblins on road quest actually removes the goblins for a long time. Respawns drove me nuts. Yeah, that's true. One thing that I really liked about I guess my first playthrough of Dragon's Dogma, remember in the first game when you get out of Cassardus, like when you rescue Reynard, he's getting attacked by a bunch of goblins, right? And then the next day after you get to the encampment, you start to see people actually walking on the road. So for a game that was released like more than 10 years ago, that felt really immersive. So if we could have some more of those types of features in Dragon's Dogma 2, where our actions actually affect the world around us, especially, you know, if you're doing something that isn't in a quest, you just do it for fun. Like maybe you kill a griffin, right? And then people comment on it. That would be really immersive. That's something that I really want, and I wish they have it in the game, but I guess we'll see. Right, so it's only 24 more hours before the release of the game, and I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that game. So yeah, I'm gonna be producing videos too, of course. So stay tuned for that. Although I'm not yet sure what type of videos, because it's very hard to review a game that is new because the competition is high. OnePlus for Skyrim, I guess. Yeah, Skyrim was one of those games I played very, very early on. And it was one of my first exposures to really AAA RPGs, so it blew my mind the first time. But for me, I feel that the more I play RPG games, especially, you know, the ones that are in the Hall of Fame, the less I feel about Skyrim. But it still has a soft spot in my heart, just because it was one of my earlier ones. So what was I doing? So head shape, right? So let's go for the chin first. So he's gonna look like he's been mewing for the past 10 years, right? Since Dragon's Dogma 1. So jaw definition should be sharp. So maybe not too big, Should be sharp because he's a young, like he's like early 20s, mid 20s guy. So he's not too gruff looking. But I do want him to have a decent jawline, so maybe we should make the chin a little bit thinner. Something like that. Oh wait, that's too thin. Maybe the eyes are a little bit too big, or maybe if I add hair, it'll look a little bit better. Chin protrusion. Always good to get it right, just for, you know, just to make the character look balanced from the sides. And he's looking better already. Look at that. Chin sharpness. This is really cool that they have even like this small of you know, this small, really small part of your face, where how much fat you have on your chin is editable. That's really cool. Chin height. So height shouldn't be too high, it shouldn't be too low either. But the hard thing to balance about this part is where you put the mouth. But since the mouth is placed there and I haven't really touched the mouth position yet, I guess we'll keep it default for now. Like somewhere around where it was earlier before I messed it up. Okay, so jaw protrusion, we already edited it. Chin protrusion, jaw definition. I'll mess with this for a little bit more. This is really cool. They have two types of jaw definition. So I guess this would be like if it has a little bit more fat, and then this would be if he's been mewing for years. So we'll go with this. So we've got head down, skin down, eyebrows. We should get the eyebrows. I also want to work on the cheeks too. Cheek and neck thickness. So which part is this? Nope, not too thin. Not too bloaty either. Just a good balanced, yeah, something like that would be nice. Cheek bulge. Not this. This is too much. I think this is great. Having good angles in the face really makes it like, you know, really makes him look like he's been working in the gym, like he's been cutting. Neck fat. You can even add neck fat. I was thinking that this would be like neck width, but no. This is the fat on the neck. So we'll keep this one very, very low. Cheek height should be pretty high, if I remember correctly from my older character. Cheek width should be thin, but maybe we'll put some cheekbones in. Cheek depth. This is a little bit hard to see. I guess how forward it is, right? Maybe a little bit more forward, just so it has, you know, just so his face has angles. I think that's decent. We'll fix up the eyes a little bit later, because I'm not satisfied with it yet. But ears, styles. So the character that I made before, oh, look at this, elf ears. So apparently, Dragon's Dogma has elves now based on the trailer I saw. So we didn't have that in the first game. I think we'll go with this one just because it's like curving inwards, and I don't want the hair, the ears to be too prominent on the character, just because it's not really something people look at. And also, I don't want it to be clipping on the ears. So we'll keep it small. We'll keep it on the smaller side, and then we'll pull it back. Something like that. What is tilt? Tips. Look at that. You can make any ear an elf ear. That's really good. Lobes. I don't think you can be satisfied. The nature of character creation, you always just restate it good enough after 5 hours. That is true. But fortunately, we're not going to be spending 5 hours on this character alone, because we're also going to be editing my my pawn, Atalaya, if you remember from the first game. So I'm not going to be spending 5 hours on this. Maybe just 1 hour. But we'll see, we'll see. Earlobe shouldn't be too low because he's young. 10 hours then. 5 hours on each character. Reasonable. Very reasonable. But yeah, this is looking all right. He still looks pretty basic, but that's because we haven't added like any hair. Eyebrows, before I forget. So do we get we do get different types of eyebrows. This is what I was wondering about. So eyebrows, I typically like going for the bushy ones because I found that they're the most versatile. But I also don't want angular eyebrows because they're hard to make, or it's hard to make them look nice in terms of like a nice personality. Like if I went for this, like he automatically looks, he looks like he's gonna punch a baby. So this is the default one that we went for. Maybe if we could make this one like thicker, it'll look better. Maybe even this. Maybe this looks cool. Adds a little bit of personality to him. This is too thick. This isn't. This is going to Tekken route. We'll try this. We can adjust the thickness. We can make it as thin or thick as possible. I want to adjust the curvature of the eyebrows though. Or are those sly eyebrows? Yes, those were sly eyebrows. Where was it? This one. But no, we're not gonna go with that. Not the Kazuya eyebrows. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Kazuya eyebrows. Look at this. But no, we're not going for that. Let's go back to the editing of the eyebrows. I want to adjust the angle. Oh, bro bend. Okay. You can always just add a scar or something he got between games if you need to cover up something that isn't totally right. That's a good idea. I actually, so the older character actually has a scar, so I'm planning to add a scar anyway. Look at this, look at this. So we adjusted the bend of the eyebrows and suddenly he looks like a proper hero. Like he doesn't look like he'll punch a baby anymore. He'll walk a grandma across the street. Maybe a little bit, maybe add a little bit of sass, and then we'll make the angle just bend a little bit lower, just so he doesn't look like he's like a very, very good boy like this. We don't want that. A little bit of personality, a little bit of edge, brow spacing. I usually like to keep this close. And then height, low is usually my go-to, but in this case, I don't know if it looks good. Maybe we'll go somewhere in the middle of low and mid. Hello, Solo. I'm sorry. It's hard to think. Okay, so we've got this going on for now. I guess we can try adding the hair now. And I want something that's a little bit close to the old one, but we can try experimenting. Hello, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome to the first stream on this channel. This is not it. This is not it. We need something with, I guess, a little bit more forward moving here. This is not it either. These hairs do look pretty good though. Like the graphics on this hair. I just came from playing Dragon's Dogma 2. That's the Fifth of the North Star special. You're right. So I just came from not Dragon's Dogma 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, a game from 2014. And the hair in that game, as much as I love it, is horrendous. This one reminds me of that dude from Final Fantasy 16, although I haven't played it. But this hair actually looks really good. I'll keep this one into consideration. And then, of course, we've got Savan's hair from the first game. But we don't have any... Oh, of course, it has this hair. The Killmonger hair. It actually looks good on him, though. But we're looking for something that's a little bit more... a little bit goes to the front. Something like this, but maybe a little bit longer. This is just the guts hair. But it actually looks good. If we could adjust like the length of this hair, it will actually work. But let's try some of the other hairstyles from the earlier part first. So we're not gonna go with this. This one is the Rook special from the first game. This one actually looks decent, just I'm not a fan of this side part. It reminds me of One Direction. Can we adjust the length? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. You don't see hair length sliders in games enough. I've seen them, but I can't remember which game. One game that I really like the hair length sliders for is Black Desert Online, although that's an MMO, right? But they've got hair sliders, and so what that allows you to do is just you have this hair that's basic, right? And then you can make it look really, really special. Just because you can adjust like parts of the hair, like maybe you want the back side to be longer and you know and the right side to be longer and then the left side to be shorter, and then on the other characters you can use the same hair and adjust different lengths of different parts, and it makes it look unique. Yeah, I used to really like Black Desert. Unfortunately, it's not my type of game with how grindy it is, but my initial, I would say like 100 hours in it, just leveling to 60 was really, really fun, especially like when it first released. But yeah, character creator, you know, it still holds up even to this day. But I think Dragon's Dogma 2 might top it, although I'm not yet sure. Just basing off of what I've seen on Reddit and what people are posting, Dragon's Dogma 2 might take the crown, but we'll see. So going back to the hair, I'm not sure that we've got the same hairstyle that we've got from Dragon's Dogma 1. I think this might be the closest, but this is also the Guts hairstyle. But if I'm going for immersion, you know, looking bland is not really bad, because then I can self-insert once I start playing the game and, you know, you start doing the role plays and stuff like that. So if we could just make the sides on this shorter, I think it'll look good, and also the top shorter. But I guess we'll go for the Asmon Gold special. No. I guess we'll go for this. Root color. Let's change the color of the whole hair first. Where do I do that? Makeup, not makeup. Is it root color? Because I want to make it... Oh, wait. So root color is pretty much like it changes the whole hair. I guess you can adjust how much of the color. Yeah. So how much it actually changes the whole hair. So let's try just so I can easily see. Let's try white and see how much that changes. Yeah, that works. That works. The white in this game actually looks pretty good. Like most of the time, white hair in video games looks really off. Maybe they're too bright, maybe they're too plasticky, but in this game, it actually looks decent, especially with the lighting. Like it's not white all the way, which is nice. So root color changes pretty much the whole hair. So we'll go with black, my original hair color from the first game. Maybe this one looks a little bit healthier. Yeah. White hair in other games look like they're glowing, which is not good. That was the case, I think, in Dark Souls 2. I went for a white hair color in that game. It was really bad. So this, maybe adding a little bit of, so this is 123. So this should be brown, right? So 123, I'll keep that in mind. I want to try adding some white. And then let's see how that looks once I start changing this. Nope, he just looks old. Let's not go with that. 123, let's go back. Maybe add some brown to his hair. So this is actually how my hair looks, hair color looks like in real life. So it's mostly black, but when you put it out in sunlight, there's a little bit of brown in there. Problem is I can't see the brown. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know if that's visible, but as long as it's there, I guess. Sheen position. So you can also adjust the highlights of the hair. We'll keep it somewhere in, oh shit. We'll keep it somewhere in the middle. Just because I don't think it really matters that much. And then you could adjust the sheen. We don't want him to have greasy hair. So maybe we'll just keep it right in the middle, something like that. Okay, so hairstyle is done, eyebrows done. I've actually checked the other hairstyle that I was going for. This one actually looks really cool. I might try this at some point. This one looks really cool. Look at that. Hopefully they have another barbershop in Dragon's Dogma 2 once we start playing the game, so we can try out a bunch more hairstyles while in the middle playthrough. But for now, we'll start with this one. So eyebrows done, facial hair. So let's try facial hair. So I never used to like adding facial hair in my characters just because I don't have facial hair. But recently, I've started adding facial hair into my characters just because it adds angles into the face shape. I do need to adjust the... Is it the sheen that's making the facial hair look bad? Because this one doesn't look good. The facial hairs doesn't really look that good. It looks a little bit... Look at that. Not good. I guess the fuller ones, they look good. Look at this one. This one's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This looks like my Inquisitor from Dragon Age Inquisition in the last video. But it doesn't actually look bad. This is actually pretty cool. Not good, not good, not good, not good. This one looks cool. Maybe for a warrior, a big beefy warrior playthrough, we'll try that. This is the Viking special. This actually looks nice. Although I wonder why the textures on the beard doesn't look as good as the textures on the hair. It must be a setting issue that we can adjust later on. But for now, it doesn't really look that good. So let's try a very short beard. Is it this that's making it look bad? No. Maybe the sheen's making it look bad? No. I'm not exactly sure, but the textures on the hair and the beard are completely different. We'll try some more styles, but we're not actually gonna go for a beard. I'm just testing things out. So, oh, maybe it's the really, really dark black that doesn't look as good. Let's go back to the first, or the earlier one. Nope, this one just looks bad. Sheen, adding a little bit of sheen. Doesn't look very good. Sheen position. Maybe that works a little bit. So the facial hair in the character creator is not very good. I do like the variety though, but maybe when it's zoomed out, it won't really matter that much. Like the textures wouldn't really matter that much. Yeah, especially like this far, like the camera out this far, it actually looks pretty good. But we'll stick with no beard for now. So now we've got hairstyle, eyebrows, facial hair, body hair. You don't want body hair. Body hair density. Damn. No, we don't want body hair. Okay, so now we've got the head, skin, brow, eyes, nose. I'll adjust the eyes a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit too squinted. Maybe 30 would be good. So 30 on both sides. Now it looks round. Maybe if I make it wider, but it's max width though. So I don't know. No, I think it was better at 50. So we'll stick with 50 for now. He does look a lot younger in this version though, as compared to the first game, because in the first game, let me actually check. Yeah. His eyes are like squintier, hair is a little bit longer. Face shape is way thinner, although I think that's just a limitation of that engine. But I'm actually, like, I'm happy with the character that we have so far. He looks pretty basic, but I mean, that's the point of you know, creating a character for self-insert. I'm not sure, maybe I can adjust the eyes, the eye height. Make it lower, but that's the lowest. This just looks weird. This is Bertolt from Attack on Titan. I guess we'll go for the lowest one. Oh, maybe that's what's making him look young. Maybe if I raise it to -20, maybe? It's gonna look a little bit more mature. Yeah, I think that works. So this is cool. He really looks... He's starting to look like a younger version of Guts. Like a younger, thinner version of Guts. But that's not bad. So we're done with the hairstyle, eyebrows. So eyes, eyelashes. We don't really want any exaggerated eyelashes, but I guess something short. We'll stick with the first one then. Length. Nope. Having no eyelashes is just weird. So we'll stick with a small amount of eyelashes that could still be seen. Density is 18. We'll try to raise it up to the max. And it looks weird. Maybe a little bit lower than 18. Maybe like 10. Should be good. Length is good already. Eyeshadow. Usually for male characters, you wouldn't think to add eyeshadow, but I feel if you make the intensity lower, it can actually add a little bit of depth to the eyes. This just looks like he lacks sleep though. But we'll try to lower the intensity. I don't see any changes. Opacity maybe? Maybe 30. I'm not seeing changes in the intensity. Maybe we'll just change the opacity for a little bit. Just add a little bit of dark shade into the outer parts of the eye. Eyeshadow metallic, eyeshadow sheen, we don't need to touch any of that. Eyeliner, we don't need it. Freckles, we don't need freckles. Cheeks we work with. Now we'll move on to, I forgot that I haven't gotten to the mouth yet, so we'll try out the mouth first. So this is the last part of the face I think that we haven't touched yet. So mouth height, mouth width. Do we have mouth types? Do we have mouth types? I don't think we do. So this is just, you just manually edit it, I guess. So mouth width, so 50, this doesn't look good. Maybe wider? Maybe 70. Protrusion. Maybe that looks good. Maybe a little bit on the lower end. The corners. No, that just looks weird. He's a serious adventurer, so we'll put this way down. Thickness is already thin. I usually go for thin lips anyway. Maybe he needs a little bit of life into him. Yeah, actually, we'll make it a little bit thicker, just so he looks healthy. And then lower lip position. What does this change? The protrusion. Just, we'll go for the average one. Or actually, no, we'll push it just a little bit inwards as compared to the front lips. So, that's the mouth. I think we can make this like really insane looking if we do decide to, but we don't really want to make it insane looking. We just want to make it look normal. So posture. So we'll get to this part last, just because this is the most fun part. So we've done the makeup, tattoos, scar. So we'll add face scar. I want some face scar on this character. Type 1. Type 2. What was the scar that I had in the first game? Hard to see. It's something across the face. I think you've actually made DMC's Dante. I do. Actually, you're right. You're right. So yeah. The remake, the one that flopped. It actually does look like him. It actually does look like him. I played that game. I didn't actually complete it. But man, playing that game was playing that game, I don't know how I feel about it. It's not the Dante I remember. It's not the Dante we know and love. But this does actually look like him. It was not good. It was not good at all. I haven't played Devil May Cry 5 though, although I'm probably gonna play that at some point. But I'm not sure it's the type of game that I'll cover. I'll probably play it in my free time. But yeah, this actually does remind me of that version of Dante. Makes me want to change the hairstyle. Let's go explore a little bit more options. I really wish we had that option to change like the length of the hair. I think that's the only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed by this character creator. It's just the amount of hair options is not as much, especially because they have I guess 57 hairstyles combined for both men and women, which is not a bad number, but I would think that, you know, I would have thought that they would have prioritized adding more hairstyles with how much effort they've put into the character creator. Hopefully in DLCs or something like that, or maybe future updates, they can add more hairstyles. But for now, I'm just kind of like thinking like, do I go with this or do I go with this? But this just reminds me of Dante now from that one game. You know what? We're gonna be wearing a helmet anyway. We'll stick with this for now. I guess we'll just change it in the barbershop. If it does have a barbershop. If we get sick of it. So now we'll go for the body customization. Because I'm getting quite excited as well to see what the female character creator looks like. Actually, I forgot to add the scars that I wanted. So let's go finish this up real quick. I think this is the scar that my older character had. But this one does look cool though. Like this one looks unique. So we'll try this out. Can you move the scar? Body scar, edit scar. Oh, you can individually add and remove the scars. That's pretty cool. What have I done? I'm sorry, it's okay. We'll try out different hairstyles once we unlock the barbershop. And I'm assuming there's a barbershop just because there's a barbershop in the first game. It should have a barbershop. The scar menu is why the creator is insane. People adding metal to their faces and all sorts. Oh, this is how they did it. So this... Oh, so the fact that you can actually, I guess, move the scar to every part, or the tattoo to every part of the body. I guess that freedom, people really made use of it, huh? Although I'm not that creative, so we're probably not going to be able to do that. But we'll check things out still. We'll check things out still. I'm trying to figure out how to move the scar on the face, because right now it's a little bit lower than where I want it to be. So is this the first? Oh shit, look at that. We can manually like select each scar for each body type. So this preset is actually just for the whole body. So let's actually remove the scar. Where is the no scar option? Okay, so we'll stick with this one, and then we'll add each individual scar, just so we can have the exact scar that we want. So body scar, where did it go? Where did the face scar go? Okay, so you can add 2 scars. So body scar, I guess we want this one, and then we'll move it to the face. We'll try to move it to the face. Oh, look at that, look at that. And then we'll move it horizontally, and then maybe rotate it. Look at that, that actually looks cool. Rotate. Maybe move it horizontally. This looks decent. This looks decent. Looks like a very cool looking scar, although I do want more depth in the scar though. Vertical tilling. What is this? Oh shit. Oh shit, that's really cool that you can do that. Horizontal. Oh, it does allow for a lot of customization. Intensity, this might be what I'm looking for. Nah, opacity. That looks fresh. Maybe a little too fresh. Maybe we have the wrong scar. We'll try a bunch of other ones. Was it this line and then just rotate it? I think we'll try this out. We'll rotate the scar. And then yes. Okay, so we got it. So I'll just move this over, rotate it, and then move it back. No, wait, this actually looks good. No, this looks better. Adjust the height. Horizontal positioning. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe the other one looked better. Maybe if I just put it on the cheek, it'll look a little bit better. Let's go back to the scar preset just because I needed good reference. How did I do that? I wonder how... Which scar is this? So this is 11. Okay, so we'll just move this one then. So raise this up a little bit. And then that's what I was going for earlier. Made it harder on myself. Actually, let's try out a bunch more. This one looks better, I think. So we'll go with this. And then for body scar, we'll go for something less messy. Wait, is there a third scar that I'm not seeing? Oh, you can edit scars on each arm, or you can add scars on each arm. So we'll remove the body one because we already have the scar from the heart being taken. And then let's go change up some of the arm scar. This is the other side. Okay. So something basic like that. Something basic like that. Up the intensity for a little bit. Opacity. Too much. And then on the other side. There is that one scar that I can't seem to remove. We'll remove the scars on the legs. I don't think we really need it. Left leg scar, right leg scar. That's it, right? Yeah, we don't really need this scar on the legs. Also, the scar on the arm doesn't really look that good, so we're probably gonna remove that as well, or make it less intrusive. I guess this side looks decent already. So how about we change up this one? Maybe it's the size of the scar. It's a little bit too large. Yeah, I think this looks better. Rotate it. Something like this. Yep. So he looks like he's been in battles. Maybe some back scars would be nice too. Some scars on the back. Edit scar too. Damn. Horizontal. So we'll put this in the back. Just like that. There you go. We only want one. We'll increase the size. That's too much. No, we'll just keep it like that. And then for intensity, we'll put it way up. So this is parts of the body that wouldn't be seen in the game anyway. So this is just for like immersion purposes. Maybe we'll add some more to the front. Actually, no, we don't need it. We already have the scar from the Arisen, or from the dragon, so we'll keep that one just the same. Dirt coverage is there's nothing, so types. I don't really see the difference. Oh, actually no. Oh, there's white dirt and darker dirt. Dirt pattern. We'll add some just to make it feel more just so he actually looks like he this one looks very realistic. Just so he looks like he's actually been what do you call it? He's been adventuring. So add some dirt. Because he's an adventurer, he shouldn't be like super clean. He's not fresh out of the bath. And then tattoo. I haven't actually seen the tattoos yet. But I've seen tattoos on the subreddit that actually like looks really good. I remember a game from a while ago having in-game scars. Taking damage would actually leave scars over time. I can't remember what game it was, but it was a sick idea. I don't know. Thank you. I don't know what game that is, but that sounds cool. If you do remember it, I definitely want to check it out and see how that works, because I don't think I've ever seen that in a video game before, where it actually like leaves scars. But it would be a great idea if more games could implement that just for immersion purposes. In Dragon Age, it has a feature, and I guess a bunch of other games too, but I really like how they implemented it in Dragon Age, where after the battle, you look like you've actually killed stuff. Like you've got blood all over your armor, all over your face, and it looks really good. I don't remember if that was the case in Dragon's Dogma 1, but if it was, I don't remember, or it wasn't very memorable. But these tattoos actually do look pretty good. This probably can be customized individually, right? Also, I noticed that they have a Kratos tattoo. This is what they were using when they were making all those Kratos cosplay creations. So we'll stick with none first, and then we'll try to put some tattoos just for the fun of it. There was one that I really liked that I saw, left arm, that I saw from the presets, which I thought looked interesting. This one. Although it will take a lot of patience to make this tattoo like fit and look good. Oh, this one. This is what I was going for. This one just looks cool. So we'll add that. Intensity. Maybe it's not. Primary color should just be black. I'm not really a fan of colored tattoos. Metallic. Can't really see that. Size. Oh, look at that. We'll make it small. We'll keep it small just so it looks like text. And then can we add another one? I want to add something that will complement this, or like frame it. Something like that, maybe. Something that wraps around would be nice. Something that wraps around with small designs. Maybe this one. And then we'll make it smaller. We'll make it smaller. We'll make it smaller. It's hard because when you hold the analog stick for a little bit too long, it just goes all the way. I wonder if I could make this wider. Maybe tilling? No, that doesn't look good. This looks good though. Like making these circles a little bit more thinner. This actually looks good though. But I think this maybe defeats what I'm going for. So we'll keep it here. Just looks dirty, doesn't it? It looks messy. But I don't know. Oh shit, I messed up the size. Oh no. Oh no. Now I'll go for that. And then for the rest of it, we'll keep it clean. Unless the right side, unless adding tattoo on the right side looks good. Nope, not really. You know what? I'll adjust the tattoos on the left arm, and then we'll move on to body sizes. Okay? Because I don't want to spend too much time on the tattoo, especially since it's gonna be covered by armor anyway. So I just need to adjust this second one, because I'm not quite satisfied with how I placed it. It's a little bit too large, so we'll make it smaller, more compact. I'll raise it up just so it looks like it fits within that that upper arm tattoo. So it does look messy, but that's what we're going for, right? We want it to look like, you know, like some kind of like sage scribbled magic protection on that arm. Only because it fades at the shoulder. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe you're right. Let's actually adjust that. So vertical position. Vertical position. And then I'll make it a little bit smaller so it fits properly. Maybe raise it up a little bit more. Nope. Actually, we'll keep it this way. So this way, like when you look at it from a far angle, it looks like there's something going on, but because we created it, we know there's nothing going on, but it looks interesting. So we'll go with that. I'm quite happy with that. So that's it. So this is what we're going for. So now we'll adjust the body sizes, which is, I guess this part we can make close. We can make it close to the first character. Because this part should be the same as the first game. So the character is pretty tall, and then he's pretty lean. So we'll go for something tall and lanky, because I'm most likely, oh shit, I messed it up. Because I'm most likely going to go for, stop laughing, Chloe. So, what was I saying? We're most likely going to go for one of the yellow classes. So it's either going to be... So basically what the Strider equivalent, right? Because Strider was my favorite class in the last game. So I want to go for something that will fit that vocation. I'm also going to be trying the warrior ones just because. But my main class is still going to be... Look at this. You can edit the muscle style. My main class is going to be the yellow vocations, just because they are the most fun in my opinion with how fast they move and how much they can climb. But to be fair, I haven't looked at any of the videos for Dragon's Dogma 2, or I haven't looked much into what the classes or the vocations are actually capable of, so I don't know. But I want to make sure that the character looks proper for their vocation. So of course he's built like a tank. He's lean. No, not like a tank. He's just built. Some muscle on there. How do I adjust sort of like the width of the different parts of his body? Upper body muscle mass. We'll go something like that. Legs not too thick. Upper body size, is it this? Oh shit. We'll keep this part low. I need to climb. I mean, I have a dozen characters and I still don't know what to start as. The magic in deity was mind-blowing, but not being able to stab a Cyclops directly in the eye with a dagger will suck. I need to climb. That's exactly how I felt about that. Like Magic and Dragon's Dogma 1 was super amazing. It was really fun, but at heart, you know, I want to stab something. And I think that was the reason why in that first game I went for the rogue classes, because typically I go for warriors. But in DD1, the rogue classes just felt right with their mobility and how much damage they do. Especially, and this wasn't included in any of the videos, but after I finished Bitter Black Isle, the final boss there was pretty hard initially, but by the time I was ending my playthrough, by the time I was at the end of that 170 hours, I was farming that bitch. I was farming that guy for drip, for equipment, just for the sake of it. And I want to be able to do that as well in this game. So hopefully, like they didn't. I like the unbalanced feel of the end game in Dragon's Dogma, because one thing I dislike about games is like, okay, so first time you play through it, balance is good, right? You want to have a good balance experience. You don't want to be too overpowered for bosses, especially when it comes to that first run through the game. But once you're like max level, I hate it when games make you feel like you're not stronger than when you were level 15. So in Dragon's Dogma, once you're at max level or high enough level, like you're gonna be destroying everything. So as long as you don't get Bethesda scaling, I don't care. What I don't like about Bethesda games is like the spongy nature of it, which is why mods were a great addition for Skyrim. I had mods that make it that make the difficulty as close as possible to Souls-like, where you can kill a lot of people or a lot of enemies in like one hit, but you can also be one hit, and you have to take it slow. And doing that in Skyrim is a completely different experience, because you actually get to take in the world. And especially back then when I played it, I had 400 mods active, so there was a lot of things that I was encountering for the first time. Nothing annoyed me more than coming across starving bandits who was dying for 1 gold piece but wearing solid gold dwarven or glass armor. Damn. Wait, does that actually happen in vanilla? Because I don't remember. But if it's modded, that can pop up. I do enjoy though, in Skyrim, whenever you'll encounter a Thalmor, like they're just free loot, like immediately. And every time I see a Thalmor, they're gonna die. Like that's just how it is. So what was I doing again? So yeah, I'm making him thinner, but he looks a little bit too buff now. He shouldn't be this buff. Okay, I found it. I found the setting that I was looking for. So this, we want to make him a little bit thinner. So we'll start with, is it this part? Okay, so we'll lower, oh no, not depth. Width. So we'll start with, yeah, so we'll make him leaner. Chest size should be smaller as well, and then the shoulders especially, just because this is what makes him look buff. And then the arm size shouldn't be too large either. So something that's fit for a rogue, and then longer, something like that. The arms do look a bit long, but I think it works for a rogue. And then we'll increase the length of the legs too, just to balance it out. Maybe the what's it called? The traps are a little bit large, so we'll lower that a little bit. And then we'll adjust the lower body. So waist width, we'll lower this. Waist size, what does this change? Gut changes the gut. We'll keep it on the low end. Oh, the rear size is max. Okay, so this is not gut after all. Okay, so this is so we'll keep this part balanced, and we'll keep the waist balanced. The rear size will keep it like not protruding. Leg size, we'll keep it thin. And then thigh size thin, calf size. Calf size will make him look like he's... Nah, we'll keep it thin. We'll keep it thin. How do I adjust the length of the legs? I should be able to do that, right? Is it leg size? Or is it related to the height? Is it related to the height? Torso length. Oh, okay. It's torso length. So torso should be short, but not too short because he looks weird. Nah, he's too lanky. We'll keep it there. We'll keep it here in the middle. And then we'll adjust the neck. I think that's the last. Oh no. I think this is the last thing that's making him look buff. There. Now he looks like he has a rogue build. I wish I could make individual parts of the legs a little bit longer, like the thighs and the calves, but that looks decent enough. So we'll try it with equipment. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. So, let's adjust the height a little bit more. What is 6'6" in centimeters? Height converter. Give me 1 second. Height converter. 6. So 198. So this was, so I just remember this. This was actually the height of my other character. So we'll get that height, or we'll apply that height to this dude, and I think that makes it look a lot better. So he's gonna be tall in the World of Dragons Dogma. Torso length. If I make this shorter, will it look weird? Yes, it still looks weird. Shit, I changed something. Okay. He stands up. We're gonna adjust the posture a little bit more later. But yeah, I think he's looking a lot leaner than before. This is a lot closer to what I was going for. Although the hair, I'm still not sold on the hair though, but there's not much options. There's not many options. Look at that. Maybe he's too buff. The chests are a little bit too big. Let's keep that in. The hair looks like the shorter version of your old Arisen. Yeah, it does. It does. It also looks like Guts from Berserk. There's no... The hair that I used before, it's not available anymore. I think the closest one was this hair. But it just looks ass. It doesn't look good. It looks like somebody from a boy band. So I don't want to go for that. This one looks decent. We'll just give him a sword. Yeah, that's right, that's right. This looks pretty decent, but I'm leaning more towards this. Where was it? This? This actually fits him a lot better now. The long hair looks like that guy from Baldur's Gate. You mean this one? Number 29? If I turn his hair, what about the Leon Kennedy hair? Where was it? Where was it? Wait, I can't find it. This one. Bro, it's the exact same hair. He looks way different though, but the face looks way different, but it's the exact hair. Damn. Napoleon Dynamite. Lowen Kennedy. I guess actually, let's ask the opinion of my girlfriend. Girlfriend, come look. I need your opinion. So these are the two options that I'm going for. So this one and then this one. Which do you prefer? First one, the Guts hairstyle. Okay, we're going for the Guts hairstyle, boys. Where was it? Yeah, I think this is better. This looks a lot closer. This looks a lot closer to my old Arisen. I think I still have diarrhea from all the corned beef and cabbage I ate at St. Patty's Day. Oh no! Well, I hope you get well soon, Luminosity. Fun fact, but it runs on the same engine as RE4, so it probably is the exact same hair. Yeah, I actually believe it's the exact same hair. It's the exact same hair. Karen Morris said, "Pick what you want, bro. I know you will 100 hours plus this shit." I will more than 100 plus hours this shit. This is the game that I've been waiting for, that I'm gonna make content on. The previous games that I was trying out, I was trying those out just because I can't make content on Dragon's Dogma 1 anymore because I've done everything in that game. So I'm gonna go ham on this game. This cat is having me fart up a storm. Oh no! I hope you get well soon though. But thanks for hanging out in the stream. These fart stinks and burn. This is truly a customization moment. Damn. Oh my god. I forgot some people have been waiting for this for 10 plus years. Bro, Yorikwago, we're not even done yet. This is the first character. I'm still gonna edit my pawn, my follower. So it's gonna take a while. How long have I been streaming? It's been an hour and a half. I've been spending an hour and a half on this one character alone. Better watch a lot. Thank you for watching. It's not done. It's not done. I'm gonna be editing one more character. And Cameron, he watched my first my DD1 content, so he knows what my pawn looks like. I hope. So we're gonna recreate her as well. 10 hours after all, huh? Hopefully it's not gonna take that long. Part of a mistake during a live stream. Fortunately not, but we never know. We never know if it's gonna happen at some point, most likely. But this is just my first stream here on YouTube, and I'm gonna be streaming more. I'm not sure of the frequency yet, but we're gonna be streaming more. But hopefully, if it happens, you won't notice. 12-hour customization stream. Let's go. iGrop does my boss all the time. He never says anything. What is crop dust? I actually don't know. What is crop dust? Elaborate. Explain. But yeah, we should be done with this particular character. I think we're getting very, very close to done. It's just the posture left. Ooh, and walk by leaving the line of fart. That is deadly. That is absolutely deadly. That is deadly, man. This is a process, y'all, but he's great at every aspect of everything. I really enjoyed. I'm very thankful that you enjoyed the DD1 playthrough, because I put a lot of time into those first two videos. It was one of those videos where I was just trying something new, and thankfully it did quite well for my channel. Like that first video went like that first video blew up, and that made me just enjoy Dragon's Dogma a lot more. Look at him, that cold up like a snake sticking out the water and everything. We didn't need that information. Okay, so movement style. So I assume it's really hard to tell the difference between these two movement styles. I think one side is more masculine. No, not exactly. It's not masculinity. This one's more relaxed, more warrior type. Looks like he's carrying something heavy. This one's a little bit looser. Maybe, what is this middle part? I think this one looks good. No way, you did not. Bro, don't do that in the public space. Your channel is growing really fast, to be honest. Congratulations. Thank you so much. It's growing faster than expected. But, you know, we're gonna keep going, gonna keep uploading. What is an upper decker? Explain what an upper decker is. One is a stride, the other is a stride. So this... Wait, let's zoom out. Oh, you're right. So this one's a little bit more laid back. Well, so we're gonna be playing a rogue, so we'll go with this first. I think this one fits him quite well. And then top part of the bow where the tank is. What the fuck? What is that? Don't do that. Okay, so this changes the elbow angle. So this makes him look more feminine, which we don't want. So we'll keep this one high, but maybe not too high that it looks like he's carrying heavy things. So so I cannot live there. Did you have for a waffle stump? Too many people here anyway. Explain what a waffle stump is. Knee angle. Knee angle. So this is like how it's angled, like inwards or outwards, right? So we'll keep it somewhere in the middle. Keep his posture tall. Stomp it down the drain. Bro, don't do a PewDiePie. Do not do a PewDiePie. This is PewDiePie in chat secretly like unleashing the most forbidden knowledge. I like PewDiePie too. I grew up on him. Well, so for posture, we'll make it. We'll lean him forward a little bit, make him look, you know, cautious and sneaky, but maybe not too much where he looks like he's gonna break his back. I think 0 is okay, right? Like this is the default one for this for the base part. I guess this is the default one for what I picked for the body type that I picked, and then we'll go for 0 just so he's leaning forward a little bit. He spends so long crouched down in stealth, he's broken his back posture. We don't want that. We don't want that. But it is pretty interesting though that you can go like this hard on the posture. Like you can go full goblin mode. You can go full goblin mode, and then you can go like this, which is just insane, like confidence. I like tattoos now. I like tattoos too. I'm gonna get a tattoo at some point in the next 5 years. It's just there's a couple of things that I want to do first, but I'm gonna get a tattoo at some point. I actually really like what we did with this tattoo. It looks really messy, but I think it looks interesting. It catches the eye. So we'll go with this posture. Let's try it out with armor. Look at that. This is not going to be our class, but we'll try out warrior anyway at some point. But look at that. Now it looks good. The character creator in this game looks good. I'm really happy with what they did. So I guess we'll save this for now. Finalize. Base head, vocation, voice. Let's try out some of these voices, eh? What the fuck? This is too young for him. This is the same dude, just on different pitches. Yeah, I'm excited and... What was that? I'm excited somewhat for you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a while before I get that tattoo because I do want to visit Japan first and try out their hot springs and stuff. I think 3 is normal. Then 1, 2, and 4, 5 are pitch shift. You might be right. Yeah. Yeah. Although this one does sound high though. But yes, the same. Oh yeah. This one is definitely pitched down. So let's try out the other voices, and then we'll decide what pitch. Why does this sound like a girl? No. Wait, no, it sounds good. Wait, why does his voice change like that? Oh wow, we got a decent amount of voice options. I think this might be it, guys. Maybe a little bit lighter. Arisen is actually like 3 people in one body, apparently. I do like that they have way more voice options this time, though, compared to the first game. In the first game, I think we had 12 or 9, was it? This is a bit... I think this might be it. I think this fits the voice that I'm going for. Like Gallant Knight 4. Oh yeah, man, I only have 1 tat on my neck. It's for diabetes. Damn. If I get a tattoo, I'm not sure if it's gonna have like a very deep meaning, because my dad, he's like tatted up. He's like got tattoos all over, and you know, when he gets tattoos, like you know, just get a tattoo, right? But so my opinions with tattoos are like initially, you know, having deeper meanings, and the tattoos wasn't the first thing that came to my mind, but I might consider that. I do have a question. What are your guys' opinion on a brand tattoo? Because I know a lot of people like cringe on the brand tattoo, on the Berserk brand tattoo, but I actually really like it. It is one of those things that I 100% want to get in a, I guess, in a part of me that's not visible all the time, like maybe on my back, like a small one on my back. But I know a lot of people find it very cringe. He has way too much tattoos. He has tattoos all over the place. Especially today, like back then when I was a kid, it wasn't much. And then he just started like getting like full sleeves after a couple of years. I think if you think it's cool, that's all that matters. Yeah, that's what I think too. That's why I'm still gonna get it. Like, despite what other people think. Like, people think it's cringe. I think it's really cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Brand tattoo. I think if I can find an artist that's gonna make it look, what is the word? Because there's brand tattoos that are definitely not very good looking, and then there's ones that I saw that were very good, where it looks like it's actually like branded on you. So if I could get one of those, that would be nice. Bro, best advice I can give: whatever makes you happy or smile when you see or think of it. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm 100% gonna get a brand tattoo. That's gonna be my first one, probably, most likely. So I'm gonna listen to the other ones again, just to finalize my choice. We're definitely not gonna go for this one. This one sounds just weird. This Indomitable Champion one sounds weird. And then this one sounds too young. I like smaller ones. Like fucking YouTube chats like getting covered by the heart on the right side. Smaller ones like Monster, be awesome. I like smaller ones too, but I'm probably gonna get a full sleeve at some point. Like, I don't know if you guys have played, what was the title of the game? God Hand on the PS2. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that game, but that game has, like, the main character on that game, he has a full sleeve tattoo on his right side, on his right arm. And ever since I saw that, that's one of the tattoos I've always wanted to get. So I'm gonna get that at some point. Like, if you don't know what it looks like, just search up God Hand on Google, and you're gonna see immediately what the tattoo looks like. So these are the classes. Oh shit. That looks good. That looks pretty fitting on him. Oh shit, look at that. Archer, so we'll start with the first one. I want to read the vocation descriptions. Fighters battle their enemies in close quarters, wielding a sword and shield. Their mighty attacks and counterattacks allow them to cut down foes with ease. Archers wield a bow, striking down foes from a distance. Their arrows are quick to find enemy weak points, turning the tide of battle. I don't remember if there's an auto target feature, because from the Archer trailer I saw, the guy didn't need to aim. So Archer might be interesting in this game if it has auto target. I am bro was born in the 90s, back when Pong at home was something. I was born 2000. So I am 23 right now. Interesting thing about the audience on this channel actually is like 95% of my audience is around our age range. So between I think it was 24 to 34 or something like that. Like 95% of the people on this channel, which is weird for a gaming channel, I thought initially, but then I realized that a lot of us have already grown up. So it makes sense now. And I guess younger kids are not very big fans of RPGs, which is what I mainly cover on this channel. But it's just an interesting thing to think about, that most of my audience is, you know, around my age range, which is cool. So this is the mage. Mages use their staves to cast a variety of spells. Their commands of enchantments and curative magics makes them a helpful addition to any party. Thieves appear as a flash of daggers on the battlefield, too quick for the eye. Their speed and agility allow them to break through the enemy's guard with ease. I really want to play this thief, but I don't like the armor. Damn, now I'm a retro gaming now. Wait, are you I guess Villain is a little bit older than us. I guess. But I mean, to be fair, again, 24 to 34 is a wide age range. But yeah, most of my audience is like early Zoomers to late millennials. Like that's my main target audience apparently. Which is the audience that I actually want to have, just because it's a lot more fun when you can have like good discussions about the games that, you know, that I cover on the channel. And I tend to see that a lot in the comment sections. I mean, that's how, you know, I've seen familiar names on the comments where you guys would comment, and then I'd remember the name, and then we'd have good discussions in the comment. That's really fun. But yeah, for this character, I'm definitely gonna go with Thief, but I don't like the armor. So for now, we'll select Fighter just for aesthetics, and then we'll save it. Hopefully it saves. I remember Villain saying earlier that it doesn't save, but hopefully it's saved. So I'll give him my name. Good old Kaganath. Not that old. I'm 30 this year, so I just feel old hitting the next milestone. Hey, you know what they say? 30 is the new 20. So in my eyes, I guess the older I get, the younger 30 seems to feel for me. Just because it's getting closer and closer, and I don't really feel like I've gotten, like my mind has changed that much compared to, you know, maybe 5 years ago when I started working. Maybe it'll change, you know, in a couple of years. But, you know, come on, 30 is not that old. 30 is not that old. So moniker, the last one that I used was this, so we'll use the same one. Actually, let's go ahead and check out if they've got any starting with K. I think they might have added new monikers, but I'm not sure. M. Bison, of course, Capcom. Yeah, no, none of these are hitting. We'll stick with the one that we used for the first game. So that should be our character. So he looks pretty basic, but I think he looks decent, right? He looks good for what we're going for. He's not very unique. He's a good self-insert character. So we'll save him. Set to carry over to Dragon's Dogma 2. Let's go. When you create a character in Dragon's Dogma 2, you will be given the option to use existing data, allowing you to import the appearance of a character you created in the demo version. So now we can create the next character. So, how long did that take? 1 hour and 40 minutes. Bro, I still feel like my mind is of a teenager. Still wild and stupid when I go out. Well, I need to act my age, but it's all in good fun. I feel the same. I feel like my mental age has peaked when I was like 15. And then when I started working, I still feel like a teenager trying to act like an adult. And then it just didn't change from there. Like even now, I still feel the same. Although, of course, what changed is that you learn how to discipline yourself, how to, you know, actually be responsible. But at times, you know, I do feel like I'm just pretending to be responsible. I'm just pretending to be an adult, which is completely fine. Like a lot of people feel that way. And if, you know, and what I believe is that it's not going to change that much from now until we're like 60. We just learn how to act our supposed age better. I don't think you ever really do change that much mentally past 18. I remember being a kid and thinking 20, 30-year-olds were all mature and adult. From experience, I can tell you that is not the case. All adults are kids acting like role models. You only need the next generation to strive to be adult. Yes, 100%, man. 100%. That's what I do believe. Which is why, you know, I've actually started doing YouTube again. YouTube was my main hobby back when I was 15, 16, 17 years old. And after I started working, I kind of stopped doing it just because, you know, life gets in the way. You've got more important things to do. But then after a while, you know, you just kind of want to go back to the things that make you happy, right? And for me, that was playing games and doing YouTube. So I started doing YouTube as a hobby again, and you know, here we are. Like the channel is doing, you know, decently, like for my size. Especially for the time that I've been doing it. This is the most success I've ever had on YouTube. This is, you know, with those videos blowing up, that's the most success I've had, which is, you know, a huge thanks to you guys. But yeah, I'm definitely happier now than I was like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Yeah, I feel like we all have to be a character or like wear a mask when out or working. Can't really be ourselves out here. That's true. That's true. I used to work in sales. And so the mask that I wear in that job just made me so exhausted that, you know, you want to put in good work and you want to strive to be better. But when you're mentally just tired of everything, like it's hard to pull that energy just from discipline alone. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you put everything together really great. I do hope to be, to make better videos, because right now it does take me quite a long time to create, and I want to make sure I'm on a consistent upload schedule. Like my target right now is at least twice a month, which is, you know, me giving myself time to actually put out content that I feel would be good, while at the same time keeping to that schedule. So my goal eventually is of course to be able to put out good content at least once a week, and when that happens, I feel like the channel will end up at a good place just at some point, just because there's content being put out. But of course, quality is the topmost priority, and I don't want to compromise the quality just because I want to upload more. So we'll start with 2 uploads a month. Just make sure the target never becomes a deadline. That is true. That is something that I'm actually struggling with a little bit, especially with the last video. The last video, I rushed it out a little bit just because I wanted to get it out before Dragon's Dogma 2. But, you know, I definitely, I'm still in the learning process. I feel like a full or parts thing wouldn't ever rush. This is cool, you being live. Thank you, thank you. This is something that I've wanted to do for quite some time. Going live and hang out with you guys. just because this is something I've never been able to do, because I've never had a community before. So this is something that I wanted to do for a while. I've been thinking about doing this since like December last year, but it was hard for me to really put myself out there, just because I'm introverted. So I don't usually talk this much. Yeah, I don't usually talk this much, but you know, I guess I just wanted to try things out. And now that we're here, it's actually like really fun. And you know, we're doing something that we all love here on the channel. We like RPGs, we like creating characters, and now we're doing it. Yeah, it is just really fun. I hope to do more at some point in the future. Maybe a couple times a month, maybe once or twice a month we'll do it, but only when I have a good idea for content. Like I don't want to just go live and you know and mess around, which is fun on its own, but we'll leave that for Twitch, especially for games that are not related to this channel. I'll leave that for Twitch, where you know there's not a lot of people on Twitch that view me, so it's mostly just gonna be me messing around. So but for here, we'll keep it RPG related, or at least related to the games that I cover on the channel. So now we're moving on to my pawn, and I've been browsing through the presets for a bit, and this might be closest to Atalaya from the first game. I'll actually update the graphics, just because, yeah, because we're done with the Arisen. So this is Atalaya. She looks horrendous here. I adjusted her facial later on in the playthrough, but in this screenshot she looks very mid. But we're gonna make her look better. I understand I never even go into live things as well. I'm very close off far as social media goes. Wow, really? I appreciate you hanging out, man. If I go live in the future, I hope I see you there again. It's definitely fun to just hang around with the viewers, especially with you guys. It makes this like character creation like a lot more interesting, because if I'm not streaming, I'm still gonna be doing this. I'm still gonna be spending hours, but I'm just gonna be sitting alone. Is it me, or is that base face quiet? No, am I insane? Quiet from Metal Gear? I don't know. I've never played that game. I do know what she looks like, but I haven't played the game, so I can't tell. But let's actually check out some of the other heads, because so the ones that I'm leaning towards is this face and this face. Maybe this face as well, or maybe this one. Maybe this one actually looks better, but she looks a little bit insane though. Is it just me, or are the eyes not symmetrical on this one? This one just looks scary. This too. So a good base for Adelaya's face, not this. Even sometimes if I'm not here, I'll leave in here to help the views thing. Thank you, I appreciate that. You know, it's very fun, right? To just hang out with people, hang out with you guys, to have you guys chatting on the stream, especially the first stream on this channel, which I wasn't expecting any viewers to hop in at all. You know, I really appreciate it. This is really fun. I'm leaning towards this one, but she does scare me a little bit. I am wondering if we could actually make her look close to the first pawn. But it might be easier if we just go with this one. We'll change the skin tone, change the eyebrows. The girl presets are hard to edit one a lot. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you too. Thank you. I think it's the stare. Yeah, it's the stare. Where is it? It's the stare. Like she looks good on the preset on this box, but when I look at her and I spin her around, she looks scary. She looks like she's gonna knock on my door. I think we'll go with this one first, and then we'll pick. Look at that. This might be close. Actually, let's check her out first and then see what variations she has. I don't know. This one looks very goth mommy. Maybe this? No, it's too, the face is too long. No, it's maybe it's a combination of the nose and the mouth that's putting me off, as well as the stare. We'll try out the other presets. Like, up all night looking in the grass for rocks to smoke. So dark. He does look like that. But we're gonna go. We're going for a bit of a goth mommy vibe. We're going for a bit of that. Actually, let's check this. Because the original concept for Adelia was like a dark witch, right? So she's a dark witch. Might be closer to this, or maybe this. I mean, is closer to what my vision was, and then we'll just adjust parts of her face, and then let's check this one out. This one looks a little bit too old. I think. This face looks pretty, but the face shapes are not what I'm hoping for. What about this one? I think the earlier one looks a lot better, or a lot closer to what I was going for. I think this, was it this? No. It was this one. And then we'll select this one, and then this is what we'll work with. I think this is the closest one. So we'll remove her hair first, get it out of the way, and fix her face. Like we'll move around her face a little bit. It's a little bit too round. I'll make it more pointy. And then we'll see how that goes. So first, let's remove makeup. We don't want makeup just yet. What else does she have? Eyeliner? We'll remove eyeliners for now. Her eyes is very sunken in. I hope we can fix that. Cheeks, no, let's go back to the head. And then we'll adjust this first. Because this is the one that I forgot to edit earlier for my earlier character. You know what? The default one looks the best, so we'll probably just stick with that. This is really cool though that you have all these options for the same like facial settings, and then you can get this much variation. I think we'll stick with this one. Yeah, we'll stick with this one definitely. Some of these are definitely gremlins. This reminds me of someone for some reason. Although I can't pinpoint who, but this reminds me of someone. We'll make the face just a little bit more angular, especially on the sides. Because right now it's the face shape I think is like a little oval. But I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe it's the cheeks. We'll keep it in. Keep it short. Keep it low. Cheekbones, middle. Cheek depth. How do I adjust the sides of the face? How did I do that earlier? My babysitter right there. Yeah, true. Looks like Aunt Ethel from BG3. Bro, I played Baldur's Gate. I haven't finished it yet. But Aunt Ethel is the witch from that one forest, right? And the southern part of the map. Bro, I struggled with that fight for quite a bit. I'm not even playing on harder difficulties. But I struggled on that boss fight. When she was like cloning herself, I had to really take it slow. I wish I recorded it. I wasn't planning on making videos of it just because I missed the wave of BG3. But maybe at some point I'll come back to it and maybe make, an is it worth it 1 year later video. But that'll take a while. I still have it in my library though, and I do want to complete my first playthrough. But we'll probably do that after Dragon's Dogma. That might be a great idea for a stream, just finishing that Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Yeah, it was a huge point of comparison for me when I was playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Because in Dragon Age, it has a lot of choices, but a lot of the choices in Dragon Age doesn't really affect the world as much. Especially on my second playthrough, I realized that, you know, the choices that you make aren't really that impactful. But in BG3, you know, my girlfriend was playing it alongside me. She was running her own playthrough. And just the amount of things that were different on her playthrough compared to mine was like mind-blowing. Like, I didn't see a lot of the things that she saw, and she didn't saw a lot of the things that I saw, which was really interesting. I wish more games did that, but I do understand it's very hard to do. And it was one of the reasons why Baldur's Gate was as successful as it was. I still cannot find the head. What was it? Head width. This might be it. No, no way. Not that one. Wait, is it face height? Maybe her. No. Head length? No. This is hard. This is hard to do. Head depth. We'll keep this one's default. Stepping on eggshells a little with early game spoilers, but being able to side with the villains is wild. That's one of the things that actually, when I was browsing through the Baldur's Gate subreddit, like a lot of people were, so there's a little bit spoilers, I'm sorry, for the early game, for the Goblin Camp. This is the first act, so it's very early in the game. But there's a character there that you're supposed to kill. And I'm not gonna say the name of the character just to avoid spoilers. There's a character there that you're supposed to kill. And then I went to the subreddit like 20 hours of gameplay later, and she was a fan favorite. And then I went into this rabbit hole that apparently she can be romance or some shit. Right. And me and my girlfriend had absolutely no idea. Like, she just pushed her off the cliff. And I killed her. I looted her body. I remember I have her armor. Shadowheart has her armor. But yeah, the fact that there's this random character from early on in the game that, you know, it was just a character in a mission, an NPC in a mission that you kill, that you can have a full like romance route in. That's insane. Like, I wonder how many more things I can discover in Baldur's Gate 3 after like two or three more playthroughs, and that makes me very excited. But since I'm not covering that game, I haven't played it as much since the last time I picked it up, about 2 months ago. But I'll definitely get back into it. I'm still gonna finish that first playthrough because I'm quite attached to my character at that point. Head. Maybe I'll adjust the jaw first, make it a little bit more sharper. Maybe this will make it a lot more angular, or not angular. I want to make it longer. Her face, I want to make it her face longer, especially on the cheekbone side. Make the chin sharper. Not too sharp though. In a world without data miners, I imagine it could take a decade to find everything, no joke. That's what I miss about, you know, about gaming from back then, when, you know, the information was not really out there, and you can have conversations with people about speculations, right? So those speculations, you're not sure if they're actually there or not, but then you try them anyway. But then when you do find them and they do happen, like the amount of joy that you feel whenever you find a secret that you thought was just a rumor and it's actually there, that's insane. Imagine Baldur's Gate in like 2010. Like, that would be insane. The playground rumors. So I'm saying 2010 because you know, I was born in 2000. I was 10 years old then, but the rumors, right, at school, like you hang out with your friends and then they're telling you this could happen and that could happen, and then you're telling them that this could happen, that could happen. Like the amount of like bullshit that people will be talking about would be insane, but it would be really, really fun. And I wouldn't believe half of it, but half of them would probably be true. Yeah, I can only wish too. But, you know, that era of gaming is over. Hopefully, you know, hopefully something, not really sure. I don't think it's something that we can take back at this point. But hopefully like a culture in gaming where meta is not as important, or like, you know, finding the best way to do anything is not as important. You know, I hope that comes back. And I actually see that in Helldivers. So in Helldivers, a lot of people were trying to meta it, but the community, like, they pushed back against the meta. And, you know, they said that we don't want meta, we just want to have fun, which is what Helldivers was made for. And that was really cool. I hope more games, you know, or more communities go for that route, just because it makes games more fun when there's an air of mystery. Of course, you know, what we can do is we can just avoid those types of videos, which is what I do. But in online games, when you're trying to do something for fun and you're playing with people and they want to do things meta, you know, it kind of takes away the fun of it. Where's the eyebrows? Eyebrows. Okay, so we'll go for fake eyebrows as well. I think we'll go with this one, just because I'm not a fan of that curve at the end. Like, she's not an evil character. Not too thick. Maybe just the right amount of thinness. Maybe 70 would be great. I've always hated the whole meta push. It kills some games. It definitely kills some games. It also ruins the fun out of a lot of games, in my opinion. Just because, you know, a game comes out, everybody's already figured out what the best way to do something is. And so if you know the best way, why wouldn't you do it? Right? That's the main thing. And this is especially prevalent in like MMORPGs, which is why I started to, you know, to avoid MMOs and opt in for single player games. Just because in MMOs, I want to have fun, but then once you start interacting with people in MMOs, you want to start doing dungeons, you want to start doing, you know, all the harder stuff, and you're trying out something new, which is, you know, which is fun, and people would get mad, and that's understandable, right? They want to play, and they want to play well. They don't want to waste their time. But for the type of player that I am, I want to try things out. I want to learn things on my own. I want to make the mistakes that people make, and I want to apply the knowledge that I learn and feel like I'm getting better just by playing the game and not having to go into Google and read a bunch of strategy guides, which is okay if you want to do that, but for me, it's just not my thing. I am hopeful though for some MMOs coming up. Ashes of Creation looks interesting, but I haven't played MMOs in a long time to really, you know, to really keep up with what's happening in that world right now. And all I see is just games in development. But hopefully when they come out good, not like Bless, if you guys know that game. So eyebrows, maybe I should have done the eyes first, just because the eyes look really, really weird. Are there different types of eyes? No, not really. We just crossed the 30 hours to DD2 mark, by the way. Can you tell I'm excited? Bro, I should have like a countdown of DD2. How many hours more? Dragon's Dogma 2 countdown. I was looking at this yesterday, countdown to Dragon's Dogma 2's release date. Bro, it's not very far. I just need to sleep one more time, and I'm gonna be back in that world, and it's gonna be so fun. I do really hope. The one thing I'm worried about with Dragon's Dogma 2 is performance. Because I've seen the trailers, and in some of those trailers, FPS was going down in like the low 20s, mid 20s, which is not good. And as somebody who has a system that is in the mid range, it's a little bit worrying, especially because I'm going to be recording the gameplay. But hopefully, again, hopefully it's going to be a smooth experience. Like, I don't even need like a full 60 FPS. Just don't go below 30. Just don't go below 30 and I'll be good. But even then, you know, that's more of the least important part of the game. Like, if the game is good, you know, I played in consoles back in the day, that's not going to be much of a problem. I intended to upgrade soon anyway, but I couldn't help myself. I have a whole new setup arriving tomorrow. Oh shit, bro! What specs is your new setup going to be? Because right now I'm rocking with a CPU that I bought years ago. Like, I don't even remember when I first bought it. Probably like 5 years ago. It's a Ryzen 5 2600, but it's 2600, so it's definitely underpowered today. But then the reason why I bought it in the first place is because I thought I was going to be upgrading like very soon, but the new GPU didn't really happen until after a while, which is now I got a 4060, which is decent, but it's not the best. 4090 and an i9 14900K. That's insane. For a 4090. Bro, you're shelling out for Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm gonna get a 4090 at some point, or probably whatever new GPU comes out at that point, but it's not gonna be a couple years from now. I'm gonna be chilling with a 4060 for at least a year or two. Unless again it has problems with Dragon's Dogma 2, then I'm probably gonna upgrade sooner. But congratulations on the new setup. That's a beast. That's definitely a beast. I'm trying to figure out how to make her face look different, and I'm struggling a little bit. Is it the size? Maybe the pupils? I feel like it's the face shape. Maybe we'll change the nose first. Bridge width. So I always like to keep this on the lower end. Bridge nostril size. Maybe we'll keep this smaller. On the smaller end. No. If it's too small, it looks weird. And then the width. I forgot to drink my coffee. I made coffee for myself back when the stream first started about 2 hours ago. I just realized I haven't had a sip. It's cold now. I forgot my coffee. I have a lot of other games on the back burner that I've not been able to play with my rig. What games have you been looking to play? I'm kind of curious because I might find some games in there that is probably going to be a good fit for the channel. Like, for games that I'm looking forward to playing, one of the things that I've been wanting to play for the longest time is God of War. And I've been a huge God of War fan since I was a kid, but I never got to play the 2018 one and Ragnarok just because I never bought a PlayStation after PS3. But now I should be able to run it. So I'm going to play that at some point, probably just in my free time, because it's not a very good fit for the channel, but it's something that I'm really looking forward to. The nose looks weird for some reason. Is it? Size? Nope. Nostril height? Maybe a bit. Why is it so large though? Why is her nostril so long though? Did I add a bump? Nope. Wrong option. Oh, it's tip. Tip depth. We'll keep her nose small. And then the angle it a little bit lower. No, not too low. Maybe something like that. I have a lot of other games. Yeah. If you could share what games you're looking forward to, that'd be great. There's another game that I'm really looking forward to for the future, and I think it's gonna be revealed this summer, is Dragon Age Dreadwolf. So the 4th installment in the Dragon Age series. That's looking really hype. So I'm gonna be covering that as well. There are quite a few, to be honest, from Cyberpunk, God of War, Nier Replicant, to many other games. Give me a sec. Sure. Cyberpunk is definitely on my list. God of War 2, Nier Replicant 2. I played Nier Automata back when Sekiro first released, and I played that game too. And it became like one of my favorite games of all time, I think, just because the story is really, really good on Nier. Like, I came into that game just expecting action, and of course 2B was there. Was one of the biggest like pulls for the game. But the story actually held up pretty well, especially going for that true ending in Nier Automata. It was a very good game. I think I'm still gonna be playing that game at some point in the future. Cheek bulge. Maybe if I make this no, if it's too thin, makes her look sickly. Cheek height. Maybe it's too high, too low. I think high cheekbones work well for her. Cheek width. I think maybe it's just a face. It's just a face shape thing. I think the face shape that we pick is just round. So there might not be a lot that we can do. Automata was beautiful. I also want to see games I played in 4K Ultra too. I haven't played Elden Ring. I'm a huge Souls fan. But when Elden Ring came out, I was planning on buying a PS5. I was getting ready to pre-order Elden Ring for a PS5 when I didn't even have a PS5 yet. But you remember what the issue was with the stock for the PS5 at the time. I couldn't get a PS5, and at some point I just stopped. I just stopped trying to buy the PS5 just because there's not a lot of games released for it. The only things I wanted to play on it was Demon Souls, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, and then Elden Ring, out of all the catalogs on that game, right? So I didn't really feel it was worth it, and there were news that some of those games were going to be ported to PC anyway, and they did get ported. So I just wanted for the upgrade. But yeah, I haven't played Elden Ring. I might make a video or a live stream of when I do play Elden Ring for the first time, and the plan is to play it before the DLC releases, because there's going to be a wave of Elden Ring content right before Erd-3 releases. So I'm planning to ride that wave in terms of like content, right? So whether it's a live stream or a video, I don't know yet, but I'm definitely going to be recording my first playthrough of Elden Ring. I've played so far. I played Dark Souls 1 a bajillion times. I played Dark Souls 2, although I didn't finish it because my PC crashed at the time and I had to repair it and basically reset. And then at that point, I just hopped on to Dark Souls 3, played that a bajillion times too. Bloodborne never got to play, didn't own a PS4. And then Sekiro, I played a bajillion times too. So that's my Souls sort of like resume, but I haven't tried Elden Ring. That's fair. I didn't upgrade ages ago because of Scalpers. True, it was very intense back then at the time. Please go ahead and make that ER video. It's a fabulous game. Ghost of Tsushima is another one I'm looking forward to seeing in 4K actually. Ghost of Tsushima I might actually cover on the channel because it's going to receive a port soon. So that would be the perfect time to actually play it and try it out. So we've got the I'm still trying to figure out really how to make that head fit what I'm going for. Maybe I should fix up the jaws. Maybe the jaws is messing it up. It can't be width though. Yeah, she needs some more angles on her face, but maybe again maybe it's just the oh, maybe this one works. This kind of like makes her face look a little bit more diamond. But this part, I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, you can't see my mouse, I don't think. But oh, you can see my mouse. Okay, so this part right here, I'm trying to figure out how to make it a little bit thinner or make it go in more. But I can't figure it out. April or May, I think, for Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing Ghost of Tsushima. I've been wanting to play that game for a long time. Cheek. Oh, wait, it's connected to the neck. Nope, never mind. I'm dumb. Cheek bulge. Cheek width. It should be this, right? But it's not really... I guess it's not being edited the way that I want it to. Maybe we'll just keep this like -100. And then this is like the forward backwards, right? Yeah, forwards backwards. I think we're getting a little bit closer. I think we're making progress. So the jaw, I maxed out the definition just to give her some more angles. Width is something that we can work with a little bit more, but we don't want to make her look like she's a Giga Chad. Something like this would be nice. Yeah, some of the base heads look way different. Also, there should be a way to remove the Adam's apple, right? I remember it has that in the first game, or maybe I'm mixing it up with Dragon Age Inquisition. Chin height. I'll lower this a little bit just to make her head shape again more angular. That's the theme we're going for with both of these characters, but we also don't want it to be too sharp, so we'll go with that for width. Protrusion, I think it's good enough as it is. Our earlier character had like a very angular chin, so for her we'll go push it back a little bit. And then for sharpness, we'll go for something in the middle. I think that looks good. So I think that's for head shape. Although we can make the head a little bit smaller probably, but we'll figure that out once we start working on the proportions of her body. But now we can probably do the eyes, and then I'll move on to the hair. So we'll do the eyes. We'll do the eyes. I'll change the eye color first. Color presets. There's presets? This is cool. You can smooth the Adam's apple with a setting, but it's more like thickening the neck. Crimmy, bro! Hello, welcome to the first live stream. So I can smooth out the Adam apple with the thickening of the neck. I'll play around with the neck. So we're just hanging out. We're creating characters for Dragon's Dogma 2 in preparation for Dragon's Dogma 2. Thanks for checking in, guys. Check out Crimmy. He uploads great the finalist content. He's really good. He's really good. But yeah, I didn't realize they had these presets. This actually is gonna make my the colors for the eyes, the editing for the colors of the eyes a lot easier. Just because, again, I mentioned earlier, it's hard for me to see the colors because of color blindness. So we'll go for something like this, and then I'll change the color to something a little bit darker. This should be red, right? Like red eyes, I feel like cool. So we'll go with that. It's hard to see. I'll make it bright. And then for this, we'll make it dark. Yeah, that works. That works. That looks cool. They're meeting in the chat. This, I'm not sure if I should make this. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for eyes. And then I'll adjust again the size of it or the shape of it to make it fit how I want it to be. I'll take a look at what my old character looks like. So it's a little bit pointing downwards. So it should be eye angle like this. That actually doesn't look too good. Nope, too much. Maybe something in the middle would be nice. What does the new game come out? It comes out in, I think, less than 24 hours. For me, at least. So for me, it says it's gonna come out in like 21 hours based on the countdown. So we're looking forward to that. I just realized that I should try to make a Madeline. Or Madeline. I forgot how to say her name. Yeah. Madeline was my what was it called? Like beloved in Dragon's Dogma 1. I wasn't particularly like going for her, but she just popped up right at the end of the game. Under 30 for me, midnight tomorrow. Is it different times for different regions? It might be different times for different regions. If so, that means I get to play a little bit earlier. Which is great for me. Also, I've started seeing on my YouTube recommendations, and I'm specifically referring to a channel that I really enjoy watching, Force Gaming. He's already played 60 hours of this game. He got early access. And they're already putting out reviews. They're already putting out first impressions. So careful of spoilers, guys. But yeah, we don't have that luxury, and I'm very like envious of that, like getting to play so early. I think at the same time, maybe the time zone sucks. True. I'll have to double check. I really don't like him. I mean that's the competition in YouTube. You know, some people, they get a leg up, but they work for that. You know, they've been doing YouTube for a longer time. They've got bigger channels. Hopefully we get to that point where we start getting like early copies, but you know, maybe like couple of years time, but that's the goal. So for this, I think why there this is hard. Her eyes are a lot harder to edit compared to my Arisen. For some reason, I'm struggling with her eyes and I guess her face shape. I think it's just I'm not good at editing, at creating characters for woman characters. That might look a lot better, actually. Maybe it's the eye height. Maybe that's what's... if it's too high, it makes it look weird. Melina from Elden Ring. Squint her a bit. There. I always found that doing this makes the character look a lot more mature as compared to like having their eyes like wide open. Look at that. She looks more mature and I guess a lot more smuggier. Is that even a word? Like she's more smug as compared to earlier. So we'll go for that. Eye size, I'm still not sure. If it's too big, it makes her look weird, but if it's too small, it makes the face look weird. Maybe something in the middle of large and medium. She's giving the fry squirt. What is the fry squint? Fry squirt. Did I just say squirt? Fry squint. What is the fry squint? Sorry. Oops. Cut that. Fry squint. What is the fry squint? This is hard though. This is a hard balance to do. The eye size. This does make her look a little bit more mature though. I think we can adjust the eyebrows a little bit to maybe the sleigh eyebrows would work better now that we fixed up her face. Where's the eyebrows? Maybe makes her look evil, doesn't it? Futurama fry squid. Not sure. Oh, it does. It does. It does. I've seen a lot of Futurama memes, but I've never actually watched the show just because it's not very popular where I'm from. Not really sure how I feel about this eyebrows anymore. Maybe something like this that's a little bit thicker. No, too thick. No, she needs more attitude. She needs more, maybe this is a good eyebrow, but maybe it's too thick. Stream says 1 day. Our Steam says 1 day and 5 hours. No, I'm not sure. Wait, let me actually check it on Steam. What was the countdown I was looking at? I'm gonna check on Steam real quick just to make sure. Approximately 1 day. Oh wait, the trailer is playing. Approximately 1 day and 5 hours. Damn. So about 29 more hours. That doesn't matter. I will not be sleeping after tonight. Same as me then. You're right. No, guys, you're right. The countdown that I was looking at was wrong. It's 1 day and 5 hours. No! 29 more hours. We'll survive. We'll play around with the character creator. Once I'm finished with her, I'm gonna take a break, but this is actually looking good. This looks better than the earlier eyebrows, but maybe it's too thick. Maybe 70. I have work, but then I'm off next week. Bro, that week's gonna be filled with Dragon's Dogma. Do you guys recommend the game? 100%. Even though it hasn't come out yet. Okay, even though, you know, let's get out of the way. It hasn't come out yet. We haven't played it yet. But, based off on the first game alone, and people saying that Dragon's Dogma 2 is just the first game expanded, 100% it's definitely worth it. Especially if you like fantasy games. Fantasy RPG specifically, it's one of those games that became classics for a reason. It was underrated for a very long time, but I think when people actually gave it a chance, like people immediately saw that, you know, it's one of those games that should have been a lot more successful than it originally was. So I 100% would recommend it. The only thing I'm worried about is the performance, but you know, we'll see tomorrow. Right, we'll see tomorrow if the performance is dodgy. But you know, even then, it's not gonna take away from if the game it has a good gameplay loop, if there's a lot of content, if love has been, you know, it has been poured into it, then it's still gonna be a good game regardless of performance issues. But obviously, performance issues is gonna be a hit on the reviews. But even then, if it's fun, it's fun. I think the face looks decent. We'll adjust it a little bit later. Maybe the mouth. Whoops. Maybe the mouth. I'll adjust the mouth and then we'll move on to hair. So I will go with thin lips for her. Protrusion. Gotta make sure it doesn't look weird on the side view for cutscenes. Maybe we'll put a little bit of a smile on her. She's gonna look a little bit cheeky. Mouth corners. Maybe not. Looks weird. It's a very unique game that many people bounced off of due to the fact that it had some odd mechanics, like fast travel and a bit of jank. But there isn't any other game like DD1. That's very true. I think the first DD1 is one of those games where first impression is not its strong point. The game opens up, combat is janky, you don't have a lot of abilities. The game is pretty slow in the opening as well, and it's very old. It's an old game, right? But once you do unlock those vocations and you unlock those skills and you see what the combat system allows you to do, then suddenly the game opens up and it takes it to the next level in the DLC in the Bitter Black Isle. This reminds me of spending hours in Skyrim character creator as a kid.
I did spend a lot of hours in Skyrim Character Creator, especially the modded one. The modded one where you can like literally sculpt a face. I spent a lot of hours on that. You need to be willing to meet the game on its terms. True, you need to understand that DD1 is old and it hasn't aged all that well, right? So if you put that context, or if you play it in that context, and you give it a chance, then a couple hours in, like you'll start to see its appeal. And this is very apparent in, I'm not sure if you guys watch Asmongold, the Goblin Lord. Sorry, I had to drink my coffee. Yeah, so Asmon, he tried out DD1 for the first time on stream, and the stream was horrible. The stream was bad. A lot of people were like, were trying to tell him what to do. He couldn't pay attention to the tutorial and stuff like that, and it ended up being like a quite negative stream. But then, you know, he uploaded a video, I think yesterday, if I remember correctly, or a couple hours ago. He's like 20 hours in. He's like more than halfway through the game. He's enjoying the game. And, you know, that pretty much encompasses what DD1 is all about. It's not a good game for first impressions. If you play it and you don't like it within the first 5 hours, I expect that. Right? It's one of those games. It takes a while for it to basically heat up and get you going. But once it does get going, you know, I would say it's one of my most favorite RPGs of all time. It's up there. It might be the first. It might be number one. But you know, we'll keep the top part flexible. Dark Souls is way up there. Dragon's Dogma is way up there. I think those two, my top favorite RPGs of all time. And the fact that Dark Souls was the reason why Dragon's Dogma wasn't as successful as it should have been back then is pretty funny. It's pretty ironic. But it seems to be making noise now with Dragon's Dogma 2, so I'm very happy that a lot of people, you know, want to give it a shot, want to give it a try, because it's really one of those games. It's one of the games of all time, as they say. It's really good. So, going back to this woman's face, the lips, I fucked up the lips. The smile is not working. It makes her look creepy. So we're gonna make her look like a sad bitch. So something like that. And then I'm trying to imagine what other thing is making her look weird, but I think it's the lack of shine in her eyes that makes her want to take my soul. So we're gonna adjust the eye color, and then we'll move on to the hair. I swear. If I could just make this a little bit lighter, but not too light. Something... Maybe it's the red that's really not doing it any favors. She needs a little bit of shine in her eyes. I don't know how to do that. Maybe that? Can't really see the difference. Huh? Maybe this one. I'm not sure how to make her eyes look brighter without compromising the red. If I put white, then it loses the red. So maybe I should change the primary color. You know what? We'll keep it the way it is, because she's supposed to be a dark mage anyway. She's supposed to look a little bit evil. Unambiguously evil. Oh, you could change iris size. That's scary. I think if we can make the iris a little bit smaller, something like that might make her look pupil. Okay, so if I increase the pupil, it makes her look more alive. But she does look... Maybe Maybe the eye's a little bit too high, huh? Or maybe the jaw is a little bit too prominent. I'm just going back and forth on the things that I've already edited. I'm sorry. But we'll do that. We'll move the eyes just a little bit down. Does Iris Tertiary make it look brighter? Maybe set it to gray instead of black. Let's go ahead and try that. Let's try that. Iris Tertiary. Yeah, I think we should set it to something like this. Because I don't want to make it look like this. But maybe something like this would make it look brighter. Does that make it look brighter? I don't mind spending this amount of time on character creator. I usually spend this much time on my own anyway. It's been 2.5 hours since the stream started. So on average, we've been spending like an hour and a half on each character. Because I'm thinking we're probably gonna be done in like 30 minutes with Adelia. She doesn't look like my old character, does she? But that's fine, you know. It's a new character creator. It's time for a new look. It looks a little brighter. You can make her eye color white and red instead of red. So we'll keep this one gray. And then secondary color. Is this the one that should be white? Nope. Oh, this is the one that should be white. Just add a little bit of shine into her eyes. Like maybe something like that. Does that still look red? Because I can't tell. But it does make her look more alive to me. So we're probably gonna go with that. Maybe this one or this one. How does it look zoomed out? Zoomed out, her eyes does look pretty wide, huh? It's hard to see with the bitrate or whatever, but it does look brighter. Okay, we'll keep it this way. And then we'll adjust the eyes for zoomed out, for the zoomed out perspective. Although I don't know what it is, but when it's zoomed out, she does look a little bit different than what I was expecting compared to like zoomed in. She looks a little bit old, don't you think? I want to make her just a little bit younger, but maybe it's like skin related. Base skin. Is it this? This looks good. This looks better, I think. Her mouth gets wider. Really? True, why does it do that? Oh shit. Let's adjust that. Yeah, let's keep it small. But it's too small when it's close. But maybe something in the middle would look good. Like this. And then the cheekbones look too thick. Or too wide, I mean. But it's maxed out. I don't know. You know what? Let's just keep it that way. Neck thickness. This one does make her look sickly though, but maybe if we did this, if we put this down very, very low and then increase the cheek width. Nope. That's just bad. That's just bad. It must be a texture streaming thing for frame saving. Smooth the polygons at a distance. Probably. It's probably technology they use to make the performance better. Just because when you're zoomed in, you know, like this is probably not the same textures running like zoomed out and zoomed in. It makes the zoomed in textures more look better. But what have I done? Cheek width, no. Neck thickness. Let's get the balance back. I don't remember our earlier setting. Let's go back to default and slowly refix her cheeks. Is it this? Okay, there we go. I think that was what we had earlier. What is a dysentery? There is an undo redo that is quite nice. Shit, there is an undo redo. How long? No! Wait. Oh, okay, we got it back. Okay, we're back, boys. Sheesh. Okay, we got it. Neck fat. Maybe it's the neck fat that's giving her that Adam's apple. So if we make it look this way, she doesn't have an Adam's apple. She does still, but it's, I guess, less prominent. Saved. Let's go. It's really hard to make her look the way I envisioned, though. But you know what? I think she looks all right now. I think she looks better now compared to like 30 minutes ago. Bro depth inner. Oh shit. Let's not push it that far forward. You can say, yeah, true. Or you can say it's like a reincarnation of her. Just like the other dude was a reincarnation of him. And then we'll have canonical lore on why they look a bit different. Bro bend. Maybe something like this. Does that look good? Maybe her eyes are a little bit too deep. So we'll adjust this a little bit. And that looks alright, right? From the side. It's her form after she took on some of the appearance of her Arisen after a bestowal of spirit. That's nice. That's great that you brought that up. Okay, well, we're rocking with that. Okay, so this face, she does actually look like you're Arisen a bit. She does. Probably because I'm using, probably because I adjusted the same settings to around the same amount. Probably. And they do look kind of similar in the first game as well, but maybe that's just style choice because it's like they both got black hair and like a thin angular face. But for now, we'll stick with this one. I'll adjust the base skin. Just play around with it for a little bit. Maybe she's supposed to be pale because she's a mage. And she doesn't go out much. Maybe this? I think this one looks better. What is this though? I think we'll... Now we'll keep this one. Wrinkles! She has wrinkles! I can't see the difference though. Never mind, it's not this. Skin sheen. No. We'll keep this on the low end. I think we've got the face down. We'll try out the hairstyles and then we'll see if we're gonna need to adjust the face. But for now, let's try out the hairs. So this might actually look a little bit close to my old pawn. Maybe not that one. This one looks like the girl from the trailer. Ada Wong. This one looks good. Give her the Megumin swallowed by frog look, Sheen. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Ah, bruh. Did you hear that there's gonna be a season 3 of that anime? I'm so looking forward to it. I've been waiting for years for a new season. I've been wanting to see a new season. We watched the movie on the big screen. It was such a fun experience. But I'm super excited that that anime is gonna get a 3rd season. It's one of those animes that, you know, we're showing back with what I at the time when I felt that isekai shows were peaking. This was when Re:Zero and Konosuba and Overlord, I like Overlord, I really like Overlord, was coming out all at the same time. I'm ready, just watch the Megumin season. I have not seen that. You're right. They did that spin-off. I haven't watched it. I'm definitely gonna watch it though before season 3. I watched the movie, 1st season, 2nd season, the movie. Haven't watched the Megumin season yet, but I will definitely 100%. That's gonna cover new material, right? So it's not gonna be like the other movies where it's a recap. Because I think they're getting close to my favorite arc in the novel. Right. So that's gonna be hype. Holy Kingdom arc is gonna be hype. She does look like a female version of my Arisen. That's insane. Bruh. That's insane. But we're probably gonna go. Where is the hair that I'm going for? Oh wait, this actually looks good too. This looks good. This one looks good too, but I am a fan of bangs. Not this one, Shadowheart. Where was it? I think I really like this one. This one looks really good. We'll probably go with this one. Manually Control V. I think this is the hair, guys. Root tip blend. Oh, we didn't change any of the color. Just for testing sake, we'll try out other hair colors. The very light hair looks good. These ones doesn't look as good. But I think they did a good job with making sure that the hair doesn't look very off when it's white, especially since, you know, it's a pretty, you don't usually see this hair color. Very Yennefer, now old Yennefer. She looks good, doesn't she? I think I think this is it, boys. Sheen position. Let's try increasing the sheen on her hair. She just used a very good conditioner. The sheen isn't really moving much, isn't it? Let's make it look... You know what? That actually looks pretty good. Maybe let's keep it at 50. No, 75. 75, 100%. I think that looks good. Eyebrows. I'm still not sure about the eyebrows. It looks good, but I'm not sure yet. You know what? We'll keep it that way. We'll keep it that way. It looks good already. Let's not mess it up. It actually looks like hair mostly. Hair seems so hard to get right. That is very true. I think this might be the best hair. Or like Dragon's Dogma 2's hairstyles actually has the best hair I've seen in a while. This is even better than Black Desert's. Black Desert's, they kind of have that like plasticky looking hair. So this might be the best one in a while, although I haven't... Maybe I just can't recall from other games, but this is really good. Makeup. I almost forgot makeup. We're gonna add makeup. Still no length slider though. That is true. No length slider. That is very sad. I think that's really the next level. I think more games should add that. If they add that, it's just gonna make the character creation or the character creator system just a lot more versatile. So, what am I changing? Eyelashes, right? Eyelashes. I think for her, longer eyelashes should work. So we'll increase the length. How does it look? We'll increase the density. Maybe not too high density. We'll keep it at a normal. And then I think that's decent. Eyeshadow. Gonna need that. Something that's not too intrusive. Actually, eyeliner first. Let's do eyeliner first. Something. Actually, this might be the best looking one, and then we'll lower the coverage and the opacity for a bit. No, actually, high opacity is good. Just the coverage. And then we'll go for the eyeshadow. Then we'll do something like this. Just gives her eyes a more intense look, I think. How does it look close? Zoomed in. Maybe this is the best one. It's not too intrusive. Yeah, she's starting to look good. They really did a great job on this character creator system. The fact that I can make like a character that looks decent, that means you've made a pretty looking character creator. Messing up my words today. Freckles. Does she need freckles? Nah. Freckles doesn't suit her. Cheek style. There's a cheek style? Oh, it's makeup. Makeup. I don't want to mess too much with cheeks just because I don't really see the blush. Kind of blends into the skin for me. So we'll keep it the way it looks. Lips. Lips. I'm not a huge fan of very dark lipstick. So we'll keep it. We'll keep it minimal. There's teeth. Holy shit. You can customize the teeth individually. Bruh. I forgot to do this for my Arisen, but that's okay since we're not gonna mess with it anyway. But that's really good. I think we now have a little bit of a leeway to mess with the jaw again. I want to see what it looks like when she has hair. Doesn't really change much, does it? I guess we'll just go for this. The only way that could be better is if they let you add gold teeth. It's surprising that they don't let you do that. Actually, that they don't let you color the teeth. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, you can, but it's not individual. But you can't do it individually. Can't remember what game it was, but there was a game that I played before where you can add a gold teeth, but it's not. You can't edit the individual teeth though. But this is really good. They've really put a lot of time into the character creator. Which is why, again, it's surprising that there's not more hair options, which is, you know, one of the biggest things that really change how a character looks. Tattoo. Actually, let me check the scars first. Reset this. Let me check the scars first. Scars don't really fit her character, but I wanted to just see what it would look like. Looks pretty decent, but we won't be using a scar. We'll be using tattoos. My old pawn actually had a face tattoo that was covered by bangs. This looks good, but I'm not gonna go for that. But so we're probably gonna add a small face tattoo. This is cool though. Where is it? Was it this one? This is pretty cool. That you can add this. But I'm not sure yet if I want that on her. Maybe this? Nah. Maybe like a magical sigil on her back. Like she has some sort of spell that she cast on herself. Oopsie. Vertical position. Why does it look wide though? It does look... Why does it look wide? Horizontal scale. Let's scale this down a bit. Horizontal scale. And then the intensity. I think this only works for the scar, right? And then the overall scale will increase. Put this down again. And that should... That looks pretty... That looks cool. Pretty interesting. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah, face. Face tattoo. We're gonna add face tattoo. I almost forgot. Face tattoo. Something like this on her face would look very nice. Like on one eye, or maybe this. This is the one that I was looking at earlier. If I could just make this a little bit smaller, a little bit more vertical, less, yeah, thinner. And then I'll put this up on her face, on it, or on one of her eyes. So kind of like here. Like out of the way, where it doesn't really cover her face, but it's there and you can see it. Like something like that. I have a new pawn idea, thanks. You're welcome. Actually, like it'd be great if you could show me that. Like your pawns that you're gonna be creating for this game. That might be a great idea. Like just getting inspiration from other people's creations. Like that might be a great stream idea. Also, if you're gonna play Dragon's Dogma tomorrow, let me know if you want to use my pawn, and I can use your pawn as well, and we can start. I'm not sure if Rift Crystal is still in the game, but we could make a lot of Rift Crystals, displaying each other's pawns. That actually looks decent, although this the horizontal scaling of the tattoo does look a little bit weird. This reminds me, this looks like a Demon Slayer tattoo, like the mark. This looks cool. We'll keep it. We'll keep this. We'll keep this. Like there's something interesting going on when you look at her face. Although now, when I zoom out, the nose does seem a little bit off. Although I'm not sure why. But maybe it's only when I zoom out. Rift Crystals are in game. Yeah, we can make a lot of Rift Crystals. I should have a huge stack of Rift Crystals by now in Dragon's Dogma 1. But I haven't opened that game in a while. This is good. I like this. Maybe we can rotate it a little bit. Nah, 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 nah. Looks bad. Oh, maybe this looks good. Maybe a little bit of rotation. Nah, no, we'll keep it at 0. I think that's good enough. And then I think I need to adjust her nose. Make it just a little bit smaller on the bridge or on the tip. Because it's a little bit too large when I zoom out. Makes her look weird. It's not this. Is it this? I think, oh wait, no, this is bump. Is it the nostril size? Maybe the nostril size. Nostril width. No, I think it just looks weird when I zoom out. So we'll keep it. We'll keep the nose something like that. Maybe add a bridge. Maybe bridge height. Though friend spawns were free in DD1. Yeah, 1500 RC for the deluxe edition. Oh, they added free RC for the deluxe edition. I only pre-ordered the base one. I thought you could only get the ring of assurance for the deluxe edition, so I didn't bother. Have they said if they were gonna allow you to hire friends pawns for free as well for DD2? Because I didn't look at any of the news at all. I wanted to go into it blind. I think this is the best thing I can do for the nose. I don't really want to mess it up too much. But I think she looks good. I think we can now move on to... Shit, what did I change? Oh, this is weird. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Is it this that's making it weird? Yeah. Not that I'm aware of, but I imagine they will. Then again, who knows? You're right, you're right. We'll just see tomorrow. But yeah, I think we're good to go with your face. I didn't touch the ears, but it doesn't really matter since you can't see it. Cheeks, we've messed around with this enough. I forgot. I gotta redo. Okay, this one. Cheek height, cheek width, cheek depth. So this should all be good to go. Oh, now let's move on to body. So her height, so our Arisen is pretty tall. So she's gonna be a decent height as well. Torso length is gonna be short. Let's mess with muscles a little bit later. Trap size, low. She's a mage. Upper body muscle mass. Maybe 55. Lower body muscle mass. Gonna make her thick. Maybe 60. Upper body size. Whoa. Lower body size. Good balance in the legs. Maybe this. 60. That is one hell of a slider, bro. The inclusion. It actually looks good though. Wait, not that one. This one. Like, this actually looks like immersive. Like, this doesn't look bad. Like, if I was gonna make a fat character, like, especially for a dude, like the dwarf from the Hobbit, this will actually make it look good. like immersive. Like it doesn't look weird as compared to like other games where if they have a slider like this, it just looks unnatural. Like normal weight rather than round. That's right, that's right. So let's go and try to actually mess around. So shoulder width, that looks too small. Shoulder size, chest thickness. We're going all the way up. Wait. This is thickness. This is not the size. Should be a good balance. We're going all the way up. Shape, all the way up. That looks weird. That looks weird. That looks too weird. Let me try to find a good balance for this. Something that's like a Santa upon wind. Naturally we're going for naturally we're doing this. But I also want to make it look good and not intrusive. So chest height. Is it I don't know. Maybe this? Oh, looks weird. Maybe it's too big. Maybe this is the best I can the best we can do. Torso depth. She's malnourished. She's one of those video game characters. What is this? Width. If you make them a bit bigger, you can make her weight 69, and that's nice. Chest shape. Oh wait, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's this one. Is it thickness? Oh no. Oh wait, we can do this and then adjust this based on that. So it looks decent, but not out of place. Does that look big? Or does that look like she just has an extremely large rib cage? Maybe I made it too thick. Maybe something like that. How does she look with armor on? It's noticeable. I think we're good to go with that. I think we're good to go with this. Maybe increase it up a bit. Maybe 0? Maybe 0 is good. That's a good balance. And then arm length. I think it's normal, right? I think it's normal sized. Then arms, she's a mage. She doesn't carry swords, so she forgot to build muscle. What else? Shoulder size. I think making it like small makes her upper half of her body more prominent. So we'll go with that. And then now we can try the muscle. So she's lean as well. What is this? Okay, so we'll increase this just so we can see what's going on. It's really hard to see the difference between this. Can't really see what's changing. Are the muscles changing? I don't know. Upper body muscle mass. Nope. What did we go for earlier? -60? And then we'll do legs. Waist width. Waist size. Rear size.
Nice. Leg size overall. Maybe it's the other kind of trap. No. Okay. So leg size. I want her to have long legs too because I think long legs are attractive. But the thighs do be thick. I gotta make the torso a little bit shorter, do I? Like something like that. And then the head is a little bit too big. Maybe -15. Head width. -10. Or was it better earlier? I think it was better earlier, right? Head depth. Yeah, I think lowering that. No. Looks weird. Is her forehead too large? Can't tell. Face height. This is perfect. I was just talking about the forehead. We can make it a little bit smaller. Neck length. Maybe 5. Neck thickness. Something like that. You can rotate the lighting. Whoa. That's cool. Penelope Cruz. What does Penelope Cruz look like? Penelope Cruz. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she's looking a little bit too old. I think we should make her look appropriate to her age, like 20s. Because right now she's looking a lot older than my Arisen, which is not what I was hoping for. I wonder how though. Maybe it's the eyes. Or the mouth. Wait. It's never a bad thing. You're right. It's never a bad thing. But let's make the mommy a little bit younger. A young mother. What's the best lining for face? This. Okay, so I can see everything. Remove this. We'll go back to the face. The hardest part to edit. So earlier we increased her the height of her eye to make her look more mature. But that just looks weird. And then we'll lower the eyebrows. We should lower the eyebrows, right? Does that make her look... No, that's just weird. Undo. Undo. I wonder how... Maybe it's the cheekbones. Maybe it's too angular. That's making it... Or that's making her look old. Like this part. Like this part on her face. So we'll adjust that. Chin. With... No, cheeks. Cheek depth. Cheek... Nah. Yep. It's the eyes, 100%. It's the eyes. Okay, so the eyes are weird. He's squinting a little bit too much. and it's a bit too large. Is it? Or is it the makeup that's making her look old? Maybe far apart. Maybe. We'll try. Oh, I think you're right. Eye angle. You know what? Let's remove the makeup first. Let's remove the makeup. And then let's see if she still looks too mature. No, it's not the makeup. It's not the makeup. I can't even see the eyeliner. Definitely the eyes, right? This is hard. Let's adjust the jaw. So I'll increase chin height, make her have a smaller face. Maybe her nose is a bit too low. No. Let's try to increase the eyes. Honestly, she's starting to look like Farscape Claudia Black. I have no issue with that. Let me look that up real quick. I need to see. Oh no, no! That's not what we're going for! She's not bad looking, but she's too old. No. No. We can't go. We can't go for Farscape Claudia Black. Buy me. I will hop in a cage. I will hop in a boxing ring to make her look like, to make her not look like that. I still can't figure out how to fix this though. This is so hard. Okay, so we're changing a lot of things here. So her face is starting to look different. I think that looks younger, right? But she doesn't look as pretty as earlier. No, I'm just being picky. I'm just being super picky. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's the lips. Lower lip position. Lip thickness. Mouth height. Nope. Mouth width. Protrusion. So... no. Is it the nose? Not necessarily. This is taking us a while. A lot longer than I expected. Eye height. No, no, it's fine. I don't mind taking a long time, like doing the character creation. This just means I don't have to do this tomorrow. When we do play, like the actual game. So I'm actually really glad. I'm so glad that they released this character creator like super early. Just because once the game unlocks tomorrow, like we could all just hop in. Like we just all hop into the game, you know, step foot into that world and start questing, start having fun with the new combat or the updated combat. And that's super exciting. So I don't mind putting this much time into character creation. And I just checked, we're like 3 hours and 20 minutes now into this. Bruh. Eye size. You know what? We'll lower the eye size. Uh-huh. That's too far. That's too far apart. I think at this point I'm redoing her face now. Oh really? You have to wait until Friday night? Careful of spoilers though. I think a lot of people are gonna start uploading. And if you've been viewing a lot of Dragon's Dogma related channels, some of them might put out spoilers. So I've actually been so in the homepage, you remember that feature where you can select not interested on the videos, right? I actually did that for all Dragon's Dogma content that I saw. So now I'm spoiler free. I'm completely safe, I think. Hopefully. So just be careful of spoilers, because I think the story in this one, I think it looks very good. I'm very hopeful for what they've got ready for us. Oopsie, I exited OBS. I'm going dark for tomorrow. Stay off the internet. Stay off the whole internet. This is so hard. I'm really struggling. I don't think I've struggled as much in any character creator as compared to this one. Usually I get it right, like very early. But for this one, it's a struggle. I wonder what's making it look weird. Maybe her face is too thin. Maybe that's it. Maybe something like that. Also, if you're planning on streaming or doing something for the next week, well, sorry. It's okay. I'm not gonna be streaming for I don't think I'm gonna be streaming for at least 1 or 2 more weeks. I don't have anything planned, but it's at least gonna be 1 or 2 weeks. Just because I'm going to be like balls deep in Dragon's Dogma 2. And next videos might be delayed. Hopefully I can upload something Dragon's Dogma related that's not a spoiler from today to 2 weeks from now. That's my goal. But it's gonna be very hard to come up with topics that is not that's gonna be spoiler free. I'm thinking maybe, you know, tips and tricks videos. There's gonna be like an abundance of them after tomorrow, but I think I can make one of those that I find myself, or maybe I can make content that I can do once I'm like 100 hours in at least. Good. Enjoy the time with the game. You too. I'm gonna play it a little bit earlier than you, but I really hope, you know, it's as good as we expect it to be. Although I am pretty hopeful. I think she's starting to look decent again. Eye size, and then we'll squint her again.
Or maybe it's the squint that's making her look old. No, it's not. She looks pretty... She looks younger now. Or maybe it is the squint. I don't know. Eye angle. Too much. Ayo? Ayo? Capcom usually need to actively try to make bad games. Capcom usually needs to try to make bad games, to be honest. Was a group effort. Bro, Resident Evil 6 was, I think, one of the earliest games I played on the PS3. And it's a bad game compared to other Resident Evil titles, but we went ham on that installment. Bro, we went ham on that installment. If you ask my sister, I have a sister, I have a little sister, and she streams too. She's a VTuber. If you ask her what her favorite Resident Evil game is, it's Resident Evil 6. And she's played like the remakes, she's played the older ones, she's also played like the newer ones, even Resident Evil 8. And she hasn't uninstalled Resident Evil 6 because she hops onto that game from time to time just to unwind. It is partly my fault because that was I think one of her earliest introductions to video games in general. So that was her first exposure. I feel bad. But it's fun if you're looking for dumb action. If you don't think of it as a Resident Evil game, if you just think of it as a zombie shooter, suddenly you don't care about the story. Suddenly you're just shooting like zombies and blowing shit up. This is actually starting to look nice again. I think we can increase her eye size. She's starting to look like a... No, I fucked it up again. Never mind, we'll keep the eye size. Eye height. Nope. I don't know. Maybe we'll make the eye smaller. I don't know what's happening, but the longer I look at a character, the worse they start to look. Oh dear, admittedly, the Merc mode was fun because of the combat. I unlocked everything on that mode. Like it has a timer, right? And you complete challenges you unlocked. You unlock like the outfits. I completed everything. I unlocked everything. I'm about to hit that a good enough moment. You're right. You're right. Wait, we'll move this closer. We'll move this closer. I'll increase the size of the eye. That looks weird. Undo. Shit. Okay. She looks so old. This is bad. That made her look worse. Let's... Alright, let me do this. Okay, so far apart looks better. Farther apart looks better. A little bit larger than average looks better. The eye depth should be making it look weird. I think it's this that's making it look weird. Is it the shadow that's making it look weird? Because when I look at her like this close, she looks all right. He suddenly became very Asian. Suddenly she's Asian. It's the eye squint and the eye angle. Let's do this a little bit. No, if I remove the squint, she looks weird. Eye angle. It looks like one of the K-pop girls. I don't remember her name. But she's starting to look like that. I can't zoom out. Okay. From this no. From this angle, she looks all right. From this angle, it's a little bit weird because of the eyebrows, probably. From this angle, see, now that I look at her, she looks all right. But then I zoom out, and she gains like 15 years. Like she's been smoking crack for 15 years. But then I got closer, she looks good. Is it the eyebrows again? Or am I just being delusional? That looks alright. I think that's just what the distance is doing. You're right. I should probably just focus on close up, because that's what she's gonna look like in cutscenes anyway. And then we're gonna wear a helmet or a hood for her. Brow bend. Brow angle. Can't get over this. I'm taking too long. You know what? Higher eye height still looks better to me. So let's keep it that way. Like 45 maybe. That looks alright. Once she starts wearing a mage outfit, she should look good. I think we can work on posture now. So movement style, more relaxed. Elbow angle, more feminine. Maybe max that out. Knee angle. No, definitely not. I was still on my Arisen. You're good. It's okay. Good posture. Let's go for a good posture on her, but not too confident. Maybe something like that. So this is a larger stride. Why does this look like she shat her pants though? It's probably, we'll go with this, I think. Like somewhere in the middle. And then, yep, no, I was just checking things out. Does this change from the side? Not really. This looks like she's gonna hit her knees together. So let's keep it somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. Like this. What else? Lower body, we've done that. Upper body. Head. I think this is good, guys. I think this is the best we can do for now. Her legs does look a little bit short though. But you know what? Let's try to fix that just a little bit, but then if we can't make any meaningful wrong option, any meaningful or impactful looking changes, then we'll call it. Should be this, right? So this is what dictates leg length. I think that looks better. She's got longer legs because she's tall for a woman too. And we're also very close to to a very nice weight. I want to get it up a little bit just for fun. But let's add a little bit of muscle mass. Just enough to get nice, a little bit too thick. No, we'll keep it this. Lower body size. Nah. I think that looks good. I think that is decent. Let's try her with different lighting. So that's what she looks like. Just outside, hanging out. Batal. At night. And then this is just studio lighting. What if we try other hairstyles? More hairstyles. Although I do really like this one. But let's just try it for the sake of it. The lips do be thick though. This hairstyle actually looks cool. If I'm gonna make a warrior woman, this is probably the hairstyle I'll go for. It does, yeah. Oh no. Look at that frame drop. You know what? Yeah, this is I think the best hairstyle we could go for. So let's finish this up. Let's select her vocation. Oh shit, we can select the inclination already. Right here. So vocation, she's going to be... She looks good as an archer. But she's going to be a mage. I think she looks great as a mage. Look at that. She looks great as a mage. I think we'll go for this. Then inclination. They changed this. Was this the same options that we had for Dragon's Dogma 1? Compassionate, devoted, and dutiful, the most obedient sort of pawn favors a balanced approach with an emphasis on support. She's definitely going to be this since I'm going to make her a healer, but let's see the other ones. Favors defense and evasion, point clever tactics to survive. Curious, earnest, and adventurous, a pawn with the heart under a sleeve, enjoys exploring and gathering items, and is always up for a challenge. Until you accidentally train her to gather herbs on the edge of a cliff mid-combat. Bro, I had pawns that were looting mid-combat. Especially early on in the game, they were fighting and I was just looting, and then eventually they started copying it. I'm like, damn. Stop it. Straightforward, candid, flippant, and impulsive. A pawn and bound by precepts. Enjoys the thrill of combat, tackling fierce foes head-on with daring assaults. Actually, I just remembered. If you want, so in Dragon's Dogma 1, if you want your pawn to actually buff you, using the appropriate element, you'd have to use, or you'd have to have the utilitarian inclination, which is, I think, this. So we'll start with this. Which means she's gonna give us buffs and healing if appropriate. Now let's check out the voices.
The people here are evacuated and safe for the moment.
The people here are evacuated.
This is pretty close to the last voice that I used in Dragon's Dogma 1.
There are more who can yet be saved. The people here are evacuated and safe.
The people here are evacuated.
The people here are evacuated. The people here are evacuated and safe. The people here are evacuated and safe.
Oh shit, there's not as much options for women, I think. Well,
The
that's
people here are
sad.
evacuated. There are more who can yet be saved. It seems the rain has abated.
Each inclination has different voices too, but only one male and one female. Oh, really? Let's try it out. Kind-hearted. Oh, you're right.
The people here are
The people here are evacuated. The people here are evacuated. And
The people here are evacuated and safe.
The people here are evacuated and safe. The people here are evacuated and safe.
the people here are evacuated and safe.
Oh,
For the
you know
moment.
what? Probably we're not getting as much voice options because this is for the pawn. I wonder if we did a female Arisen, if we'd get more voice options.
There are more who can yet be saved.
Ooh. Wait. Let's try simple.
The people here are
The people here are evacuated and safe. The people here are evacuated
Witty.
and safe.
The people here are evacuated and safe. The people here are evacuated and safe. For the moment.
Straightforward.
The people here are evacuated and safe.
You're right.
People
There are
here
different voice
evacuated
actors.
and safe. People here are evacuated and safe. There are more who can
Yeah, I
yet be
think we're
saved.
gonna go for the calm. Maybe column 4.
Former Arisen appear to be plentiful in this world.
This fits her. This fits her really well. British. You're
There
right.
are more who can yet be saved. Danger might lurk anywhere.
Oh wait,
seems the rain has abated.
'Tis a weight of our
I can't
minds to
decide
have it
between
done.
4 or 5.
It seems the rain has abated.
Maybe
Very
4.
well. I shall await further orders.
I think we'll go with this. She looks good on close up, but far she looks a little bit weird. But you know what? We'll call it here. Let's finalize. Put in her name. Whoopsie! I need my keyboard. Maya. And then I actually forgot what I named her, or the moniker back then. It was something. Oh, it's this one. So, finalize character and proceed. Is set to carry over to Dragon's Dogma 2. So I think that's it. So we've got our character. So let's check out the first one. So for comparison, so the before and after. This is my old Arisen. And then this is the new Arisen. Although we can zoom in. He looks way different. Bro, he looks so different. But I am pretty happy with what he looks like now. I think it's immersive. He's gonna, he's gonna serve well as a self-insert for the story. And then of course there's the pawn that we just made. He looks all right. If I squint my eyes, her face doesn't look weird. She gives the same vibes as this character. And it seems like she just brushed back her hair. The old one is the Arisen we have at home. That is true. That is true. I think so far my impressions of the character creator in Dragon's Dogma is pretty good. It's really good. Even though I struggled a lot with the eyes, or I guess with the face in general, for the pawn, I think the freedom that we have in this character creator is really good as compared to the first game. I'll probably go back into this after playing, or if there's a way once we start playing the game that we can edit, I'll probably refine her a little bit. But for now, I'm very happy with what we've got. This is not bad, although it would have probably looked better if I used a model to copy off of, like how people were trying to recreate like real people. If I use like an image of somebody and tried to copy that, it'll probably look a lot better. But that's too much of a hassle. I think we're happy now with this. So I'll see you. Thank you everyone again for viewing the stream, especially Villain. He's been hanging out with me for the past almost 4 hours. Thank you for hanging out. Hope I see you guys on the next stream. I'm not exactly sure when that's gonna be, but I'm gonna be uploading a Dragon's Dogma 2 video first. But that's pretty much it. Thank you, Villain. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone who viewed. And if anybody's gonna watch this after this live stream is over, hope you enjoy the upcoming Dragon's Dogma 2 content. You didn't go take that break you wanted 2 hours ago now. Enjoy the game. Thank you. Thank you guys as well. And I'll see you in the comments and maybe the next live stream. Bye-bye.